I can see the levels on. Oh dang, I had myself muted. I do that every podcast, dude. All right, cool. I shouldn't be louder than y'all because I'm looking at the levels, and Ronan was about as loud as me just now, so he should be Gucci.
I'm always loud.
Um, let's see. I'm not talking directly into the mic right now either, so no, but we should be good. Cool.
Yeah, we should be good.
Demi, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit though. You're a little bit lower than the other two gentlemen.
Okay.
See. Alright. We should be cool now.
Okay.
I got the tweet out, so we all set. Let me get my notes. Alright, cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of the Panda Fan Podcast. This episode is titled The Barber Shop. It's featuring these three gentlemen. We're going to be getting into some things, some Twitch things, some YouTube things, some gaming community things. We're going to start off with introducing everybody from my left to right. So, Demi, you can go ahead first.
What's going on, everybody? Demi Guy Reviews. One of the coolest guys on YouTube, the coolest reviewers, and coolest reviewer on Twitch. I ain't got nothing long, nothing dry. I'm just a funny guy, tell dad jokes and play cool games. That's about it.
Word. All right. And then we got Ronan.
It's my time. Okay. What's going on? It's your boy Ronan on the sticks 8 times out of 10. Your favorite Ronan on Twitch. If you don't know me by now, first of all, shame on you. Second of all,
Cool. Oh snap! You taking a sip, dude? You taking a sip?
that's my day off. So I gotta get it when I can get it.
He already getting turned.
Today.
All right. Then we got Sir Life of Rio.
Bruh, let's pop it. I just be streaming anything. I'm just a local like clown, bro. That's it. I'm trying to put this out in my Discord for you, Raymond.
Cool.
Oh shit, same.
You know what is funny? I didn't post it in Discord, but I usually just post it on Twitter and then pop that in Discord real quick. So I'm gonna do that. And you guys already know me. My name is Raymond the Beast. I'm a variety caster here on Twitch, and I say variety, but I always end up playing either Call of Duty, Kingdom Hearts, or Overwatch. Same spiel, different day. Cool.
I'm trying to convince her to play RE2. I'm trying.
We should, man.
Yeah, I'm not though. That's cute. No, I can't.
I'm trying.
I thought about it yesterday, and I was like maybe, but then like the beta was like distracting me, so I'm like, nah, man.
See, once the beta's done, you just got RE2. Come on through. Just let's get you that S rank.
We'll see. It's October coming, so October means scary games, so it's definitely a possibility.
Dookie.
Yeah. Probably some Friday the 13th, because that'll be popping in October too. Alright, y'all. So, let's get started on the notes now. I kind of skimmed this stuff, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, just because a lot of it, like I watched E3 for Xbox, so a lot of it is stuff like I already went through, so like the articles I pulled in case I didn't, but most of it's stuff like we kind of all have an idea about what's going on. So what are you guys' thoughts on the new Xbox that's supposed to drop next year? And does it look any good? Does it look suspect? Like, what are y'all thinking?
I mean, they're definitely bragging about the power. We know Xbox can deliver as far as the power category. That's never really been an issue. So they showed it with Halo, mainstay games, one of their breadwinners. boasting, the 4K, all the good stuff. Tools and stuff have never really been Xbox's problem. The problem has been, things that what are going to make me buy, exactly. What are things that's going to make me buy a Scarlet over a PS5?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of studio.
Were you who has an X? Does anybody have an X besides Ronan? No? Okay. So I don't have an X. I got a S model. But like when the X dropped, I think it was kind of like underwhelming in retail because I had to sell it when it dropped. But like at the same time, it was as powerful as what they said. It was a very powerful console, but it had nothing to push it with. Like there was no incentive to buy that besides if you legitimately needed a better gaming experience. And only people who are like seriously into gaming are actually worried about that. So people who play things casually
that's what they marketed that as. Like if you're a diehard, you're gonna buy that console.
But then they pushed it. Hold up, what's that? Uh-oh.
My bad. That was me.
Okay, cool. All right. But then they kind of like pushed it with titles that weren't for diehard fans. So, for example, Xbox bundles a lot of their consoles with a game. Y'all notice that when they bundled it with Battlefield 5, they bundled it with Fallout 76, they bundled it with 2K every year, they did a Fortnite bundle, they did a Minecraft bundle. Like a lot of their stuff comes in bundles. None of those games were Xbox exclusive games. They didn't do like a State of Decay bundle. They didn't do like a Cuphead bundle or something like that. Something that would have actually pushed diehard fans to buy the X bundles that they had. Like they really did it for casual, like they bundled it for casual players, and then they pushed the crap out of a Fortnite bundle, like trying to grasp people who like are like trying to be in the mix when it came to Fortnite last year. So
well, I mean, to be fair, State of Decay is not like a console seller either. Now, if you push it with like Forza or something for like those diehard fans,
they didn't do a Forza bundle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you push it with like Forza or like certain games are going to sell well on Xbox, they had the right idea with Battlefield 5 because people on Xbox play shooters. You start with that base and work your way around that. Now Minecraft, I don't know. They own Minecraft, but I don't know why you push an X bundle with Minecraft. You do like certain games. Since you have X enhanced games, do it with like Hellblade or other games that will like shine specifically graphically.
Yeah.
I just don't like the Xbox.
Okay.
I'm just like, my thing is just like Xbox never pulled me over there because it's like what you said is like freaking PlayStation had like nothing but the best like exclusives. You feel me? So it's like the exclusive are fire. So I'm just gonna stay on PlayStation anyway. And then the other thing about it is like most gamers are gonna just go like where their friends are mostly gonna be. You see what I'm saying? Like if most of your friends are gonna be on PlayStation or most of your friends are gonna be on Xbox, you're gonna jump over there, no matter like what's going on. You want to play the game with most of your friends. And then if you're thinking about getting something, you're gonna try to persuade your friends first to see where it is they're gonna end up turning towards. You feel me? So I think it's just like Xbox trash, but it's just because of games.
Oh damn!
I just hate Xbox, bro. It's like like the console. Here's the other thing that you gotta think about too. Like it's kind of like it's kind of like the way how I view Android versus iPhone, which is like a different debate, right? Android is clearly more powerful than the iPhone. Like you could do more stuff on it. That's cool, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna make me get no Android. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm a simple dude. They sell it to you just based on like the design on how it looks. Like I know it's better. I'm simple. I like my messages to be blue. Check. I like my messages to go swoop. Check. I want to FaceTime. Check. Like you know what I'm saying? Like everything is simple and it's just like mad chill in that direction. And everybody will come to you. The technical people will be like, "Oh, but you can do so much more on Android." And you'd be like, "Okay, bro, like, that's cool." But you're not gonna change my mind because I already love what I love. And you run into more people in my circle with an iPhone, period. You feel me? So it's like,
true.
And then your friend's gonna clown you, bro. You ain't got an Apple. That persuasion of like, you whack, bro. Your message ain't blue. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's at that point to where it's the same thing with the Xbox. It's like, bro, y'all ain't got this and y'all ain't, and I'm fake, hecka fake, right? I'm fake because I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't play Uncharted, But I will for sure bring it up in a conversation to tell you just how much better it is because we got Uncharted, but I don't play it. You know what I'm saying?
Uncharted some mid. I'm gonna take it. Uncharted some mid. I'm gonna take it though.
Uncharted's a mid until you see the reviews. The reviews say, "Dang, great!" And we got God of War.
I mean, you could buy out reviews though. That's the side people ain't gonna talk about review wise.
True, but yeah,
Man, bro, that thing's wild though. But that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at stuff like that, no matter how they push it, it's not really gonna it's gonna capture some people, but at the end of the day, it's all about like perception and the people around you based on the people who's getting it, based on how you sell it with those exclusives to pull people over. You know what I'm saying? Get me hype at E3.
Well, the problem is Xbox wins E3 every year. The problem is they don't want it for the masses. They want it for like the people who are dedicated gamers. Once PlayStation got all of those exclusive IPs, it didn't matter how trash the interface was. It didn't matter like how trash the community was for the particular game they got the IP exclusive to. They got the IP exclusives to Destiny. They got the IP exclusive to Call of Duty. So like once they get that, or the ones that sell the most games, that's pretty much it. The only time like I see people legitimately buying an Xbox is for people who are either fighting game players or sports players, and that's because that's who they tailor their audience to. But those same games are on everything.
Nah, because PlayStation dominates the fighting game community.
Oh, 100%.
They do, but that's because they sponsor the fighting game community. They know where to place their money. Yeah. Like maybe not Sony, not necessarily in other aspects of their company know where to place their money, but when it comes to PlayStation specifically, they know where to put their money. Like I'm gonna invest in esports, I'm gonna invest in this, and I'm gonna invest it, and it's gonna make people like, oh well, it's no point in me buying an Xbox even if I like it, because if I decide to play, if I decide to do tourneys, I gotta use a PlayStation anyway. So why would I invest in an Xbox?
I mean, that's kind of like how I feel like I feel dumbfounded when I hear somebody on PC say I'm getting a fighting game on PC. I'm like, why?
PC fighting games be popping though.
No, PC fighting games are trash though.
Not how?
100%. PC got the fastest dying fighting game community.
Not even close.
100% close.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Fighters died after 2 weeks by 63%. And carried all the way, like all I play is fighting games, and carried all the way over on PlayStation for the remainder of the time that it's been released. Soul Calibur died after 1 month of being released compared to all the other console stats, right? You got Tekken, that also dies. The reason why, there's no true fighting, it is, but I'm just going to go out on a limb here. There's no true fighting game person on PC that's at no tournament. You see what I'm saying? Every tournament is ran on console for fighting games.
Yeah.
I
totally agree because I stay watching and interacting with fighting game communities and stuff like that. Like I stay in there. So like no man, Evo was all console.
Evo's gonna be all console because Sony does have the partnership with them to have that all console.
But that's the point, though.
But most of the time, outside of Evo, they're running on PC.
No, they're not.
No,
even the smaller ones that pop still are on console.
Yeah, it's all
I've
on
watched
console.
like 4 or 5 of them, and there wasn't.
I go to the tournaments all the time. They're literally on console.
Watch one of the tournament.
They be playing on them little busted ass monitors with the 1 second delay and a PlayStation. Like
I'm gonna tell you this.
Local tourneys are on console. It's not even
console.
It's not even the fact that it's like, oh, we know PC's better. It's literally because when you do local tournaments, it's a lot easier to afford to put consoles in there than it is to do PC setups for them. So 100%. Even at BlurCon, every single fighting game they had in the fighting game display was on a console. There was nothing on PC, and that's because it's more affordable. Period.
I haven't seen a PC tournament in like over 6 years. Like everything lands directly on the console, and you can put like game pads and everything directly hook up through a link through the PS4. So they got everything set up for you there when you go through. You ain't got to do nothing difficult. That stuff's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the way I look at it. That's why like when people tell me that they're getting stuff on like PC, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You got your frames, you got all that. That's better. But at the end of the day, people don't care about that. If a console person lag, oh, online trash. We got an excuse. fight me offline though. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everything is still gonna be ran like offline tournaments on console. So it's like it's crazy. But shooting games, even though majority Xbox 360 used to run it because remember they had all the rights and everything to get all the DLCs and stuff early for Call of Duty. And then Sony came across and then struck a deal for Call of Duty. And actually, after that contract was over in 8 years, right? And then the thing is, you see people play tournaments on Call of Duty and everything just because of the mouse and everything. But tournaments are still held a lot on console at the same time. So it's just like it's just weird to me, like how I see the setup goes. Like Sony always has a bigger part in it after Xbox lost that that Call of Duty exclusive.
Yeah, that was pretty much the end of the end of an era for Xbox. Once Call of Duty got snatched, that was the end of an era.
Yeah, that was
Call
crazy.
of Duty and Destiny got like snatched, and that was the.
Yeah, that junk was wild. That junk was wild.
And these exclusives aren't bad. Like the indie games Xbox gets are really, really good. I think in comparison to PlayStation, not in comparison to Nintendo, but in comparison to PlayStation, the indie IPs that they grab or those like the not like the AAAs, you know, the smaller studios.
The Xbox indie
so
stuff is amazing. That
yeah.
They eat on the indie game side.
Yeah,
diamonds in the rough though, because people not hard or through word of mouth. You're not really seeing commercials for those kind of things. Like I said, they're indie games, so they have to spur it through. And people just kind of need to get.
It's that Xbox Game Pass though that's doing it for them. Like Sony's isn't appealing to people. Xbox Game Pass is way more appealing to people, which is why indie games thrive there. But here's the problem with that: once the game gets traction. What words? Traction from being on Xbox. What do? Sell the IP to another development team. So they'll sell it to Nintendo or they'll sell it to Sony, and then they don't even stay on Xbox. They can't even keep it there because they know at that point the money is elsewhere because they don't sell the most consoles. So, like a lot of the popular indie games that Xbox had exclusivity to are now either also on PlayStation or on Nintendo. Or on PC. You could play them on PC and not have to buy an Xbox. So, that's also another incentive not to buy a freaking Xbox.
I mean, but if you're going to get a console, you're going to get a console. It's people going to buy the console and not really reach out for PCs like that. As many people say they want to build a PC, I don't see many people actually do.
Okay, I'm gonna say some facts real quick.
Big facts.
It's better that most people get a console anyway because there's some people that scream out PC Master Race and their PC can barely run most games. Like, I'm like, why brag about PC Master Race when your PC can't really handle like most games? You're struggling with most games, but just to feel like superior over console players, you say you have a PC, but your PC is literally outdated when the console is actually like way further ahead of its time. You see what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I run into a lot of people like that, and I'll be like, PC Master Race, and then they tell me like their specs. I'll be like, is it though? Is it? Yeah, is it, bro? That stuff's crazy to me. But it's just what people will go out their way just to try to feel like they're better than you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
PS5 come out on PS5 day one. People gonna tell me, well, I'm gonna wait till they work out the kinks. I'm with the kinks. Want that day one, bro. PS5, you can't tell me nothing. You know, so people gonna be like, you getting the Xbox? Banned. You know what I'm saying? Banned. Nah, just
to be honest with you.
Oh, you? Oh, god damn, bro.
Both.
Hey, bro, just shake your shoulder. Hey, flex on me, bro.
Man, don't tell nobody.
Got that boat, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm probably end up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just end up getting both anyway. Just
Dang, bro, I'm up in here with some big rollers. What? I mean, I can't get a boat. I might get an extra controller. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm broke. I'm broke.
No. What was the price tag for like Xbox? What you think they going for? Did they say?
It's gonna be $500. I know it's gonna be $500. It's either gonna be $500 or $600, and the problem with that is I feel like when the PS5 comes out, it's gonna drop for $400 like the PS4 Pro did.
I feel like the PS5 should drop to like it should be $499.
Because sources tell them.
The reason why I feel
this ballpark price of $500 to $550. That's what they're talking about.
That's not bad though. because the reason why I think Sony has learned from that, because Sony has taken a bigger L than Xbox has. And that's when the PS3 came out, because the hardware in the PS3 was just so expensive and everything was so crazy that it was $600. They lost out because people couldn't afford it. You feel me? So since people couldn't afford it, they lost out so bad to Xbox 360. And since Sony already have that data of being in that position, and even it doesn't matter how much you push to a gamer and say, it's crazy, you can do this, and the hardware is so above its time. People like, well, my pocket's not above its time. You see what I'm saying? So if you get point at a $499, bro, you're Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I'm like $499 to $550, cool, but taxes still say $600. But taxes with the, you know what I'm saying, the PS3 was out. It was outrageous. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, calm down, bro. I thought about my light bill while I was buying one.
I'd say I'm cool with the $500 like price point as long as it's actually powerful. If it's not as powerful as the Project Scarlet, that's ridiculous. Then.
We're gonna see another mid-gen refresh, if anything.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they are, because that would not really be a good look, honestly. Like the Xbox is looking to do like 8K and things like that, and like, granted, all right. So here's the thing. So everybody played Red Dead, right? Everybody played Red Dead, right? And then the number one thing when Red Dead came out was to talk about, like, should you play it on a PS4 Pro? Should you play it on an Xbox One X, right? And everyone agreed that you should probably play it on an Xbox One X, but you're not going to lose, anything from playing it on a PS4 Pro. Like, you'll still get the same Red Dead Redemption 2 experience. That's not the case when it comes to games that are coming out after this, because that was cool for that one game, but that was because that's one hugely rendered game a part of this generation. All games going forward are like that. So then you'll start to actually notice the gap. Like if Death Stranding came out and then a game that is graphically like Death Stranding on both consoles, and you could tell the difference, you'll start to be like, I don't know if, I want to keep playing my games on this less powerful console if I know I can get a better experience technically on this one. And it's the same price. And it's the same price. It is. Was like yeah, and in my opinion, like graphically, imagine if the PS4 Pro had the power of the Xbox One X for Detroit Become Human.
And Detroit looked good. Detroit, Horizon,
all of those games look really good, but they're not
4K upscale. So
exactly. On a console that isn't as powerful as its competitor, it still looked good. So imagine if those games were on something that was that powerful or more powerful, what kind of appeal you would be given to people, because you already got the IPs. Like you already got really, really good studios that produce amazing looking games. Like you got Spider-Man, you got those games. You got to be able to produce something that's going to give that extra experience, that extra oomph to stop people from purchasing another console, because once they both come out, it's in the air. Anybody can go any which way at that point, depending on how well you market and how well you do your console.
Not gonna lie to you, anyone that tells me 8K is the reason why there's an extra $100, I'm going with the other console. I can't see 8K, bro.
As a human, I can't even see 8K.
I can't see 8K, bro. Anyone that tells me, okay, first off, I'm lying. Let me stop. Okay, we're being honest here. This is an honest podcast. I'm sorry, I'm lying. I ain't mean to lie to y'all. If Xbox tell me it got 8K, I'm not buying it, because I'm getting a PS4. PS5.
They both promising it.
You wouldn't pick up an Xbox regardless.
Yeah, I wasn't getting it regardless, but I just need another excuse to blame them. You feel me? So the thing is, but if I'm being honest, I gotta be honest with y'all. But the fact is, anyone that's talking about some 8K, and any gamer that comes up to me, like if anybody's like, "Oh, bro, you didn't get this because you got 8K." Hi, look. People will literally tell you they see it. You see what I'm saying? There's gamers that literally believe like the promo, 8K, oh my God, look at that 8K. And they said so much that they're like, bro, that 8K crazy. Look, you just 4K.
And that's something that's important too, because for the 4K, 8K conversation, how many people are really playing on 4K TVs or 4K monitors?
I'm not. I'm not. That's why I don't care. That's why I didn't care to get an Xbox One X. I was like,
That's
I don't have a
why.
4K TV, so that's
That's-
not important to me.
So it's no rush, right?
That's why I say this is a lot of buzzwords. These are just buzzwords that they're using to get people in.
That thing kind of crazy, bro. I look at it and I just be like, bro, don't buy the Xbox. I'm sorry, people. I'm toxic.
This dude looking for a Sony sponsorship right now.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, bro. Xbox made me mad ever since the first console, bro. It looked like a VCR, bro. You remember when the Xbox first came out and it had the Bruce Lee game on it? It looked just like a VCR. Bro, I was upset. Plus, I was already a Sony fanboy, so I was upset, bro.
Xbox Classic was hidden, bro. So
it was cool.
Classic. I never touched.
Them LAN
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Used to be a thing, bro.
I was on my PS2 and I was like, I'm straight. It don't got
Hey, shout out to you, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't never said what's up to you like officially, bro. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? That's what's up, man. It's good to see you in good health, man. I'm happy to see you. Glad the family is okay. You just seem like a good spirited person. He's a PS2 player.
Yo, hold on, Ronan. You are cutting out a little bit, bro. I think it's the mic.
Okay, I don't know what to do.
I'm trying to think of what the solution to that would be. Just because a couple of your words are cutting out, but I know what you're saying now. I think the chat knows what you're saying.
I have both, so I was experiencing both on like Xbox and the PS2. I ain't missed nothing really.
I didn't have an Xbox. I knew somebody that had an Xbox, but all she played was The Sims. So it's not like it was much of an incentive for me to get an Xbox. I had PS2, and y'all know I was on Kingdom Hearts every day of my life.
FPS on PS2. I had Black Hawk Down, Tao Fang, Original Fable on Xbox. I was eating on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. People like you, I don't like. You know why? Because people like you are literally like, you guys are the people who can speak that honesty. I want to hear some ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad, bro. I mean, if you want to hear some ignorance, the Switch is the greatest console of all time. What's up?
Who is the what?
Hey, you say you wanted to hear some ignorance? There you go.
I was too ignorant. You gotta start light. You gotta start light. You gotta start a little light. I was ready. You gotta start a little light. I was ready. I was just looking like, you can't just catch me off guard like that. We didn't even practice. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
I mean, Stadia about to change the game. That better?
Yeah, it's a little better. It's still wild, but it's a little better. But nah, hey, you gonna get Stadia?
Nah, I'm not getting Stadia.
Nah, I'm getting Stadia.
Yes.
Is anybody getting anything that's coming out for the Switch for the remainder of the year?
Oh yeah.
Like a game, like the Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think I'm calling that.
I'm getting Link's Awakening, Pokemon. I think that's it.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Oh, that one's cool. Astral Chain is fire. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I lost my love for Nintendo ever since like after the 64 and Dreamcast, bro. Like once they started going with like them tablet type stuff, I was like out of it, bro. I was like, no. Like every time Nintendo tried to get me to get up out my bed to play the game, I was like, bro, stop. I want to lay down. Bro, on a PS2 or PS4 back in the day, or just whatever, you lay in the bed, you wake up, you just chilling, right? You can be lazy. Switch be like, get up and I gotta stretch and do all this extra stuff. I gotta clap and turn off the light just to turn on the system. I'm like, bro, stop, bro. You doing too much. I'll be upset, bro. I'll be upset. People be like, you're like the Wii U. I'll be like,
I love the Wii U, dude.
I had to hold something in my hand. Like, I mean, you hold your controller, but you can be lazy. But I had to. There's too many motions. I ain't like people. He was like, this was telling me like what to do. I ain't like that. I ain't like that.
And those are my consoles. Like I did like the Wii. I loved the 3DS. I loved the Wii U. So
Nintendo. I mean, the 64 was just my baby.
Yeah, I didn't have a 64.
You didn't have a man. 64 holds a special place next to the PS2.
I didn't have none of the older consoles. I didn't have those. Like I didn't have a GameCube. I didn't have N64. I didn't have Dreamcast.
Oh, that was fire.
You gotta keep in mind. You gotta keep in mind. Consoles weren't mine for a really, really long time. So I only had in my house what my dad wanted to play.
Oh, okay. I feel that.
Dreamcast was a hit.
Yeah. Dreamcast was nasty. Dreamcast was pretty nasty. I looked at Dreamcast. I'm like, ooh, you so
Lots
disgusting.
of Marvel and Project Justice was played on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, Power Stone.
Oh yeah, I rock with Power Stone.
Man, Power Stone was heavy. Used to be on Power Stone, man, fighting my dad. It's the only time. Let's get ready to rumble.
I remember Ready to Rumble boxing, bro.
Bro, I was popping on that, bro.
I was playing Quake on Dreamcast too. That was the time.
That thing was popping. Bro, it was lit.
Y'all were spoiled. I had to wait till
I ain't gonna lie, I
was old enough to get my own.
I was spoiled. Let me tell you how I was spoiled, bro. Let me tell you how I was spoiled, bro. I told my mom I want a game. My mom obviously wasn't gonna get it. My mom was the type of mom like she's a troll, right? She'd be like, I got you. That's what my mom used to tell me. I was like, come on Tuesday. She's like, Tuesday? I'm off work Tuesday. I'll take you. I got you. My mom would leave the house and not come home till late Tuesday because she's out with like my aunts or whatever. She'd be like, too late. I'm sorry. I'm off again next Tuesday. And I have to keep waiting. You know that, man, I ran outside. I was like asking neighbors, yo, can I cut the grass? Cut your grass. It's like trying to hustle, bro. Did everything to get them games, bro. My mom was like, you got lunch money for what? I got the game, though. Got the game. It's all that mattered. I got that game. That's all it came down to.
Yeah, I had like, dolls and things like that. I didn't have video games and all that jazz. The most boyish thing I had was a bike. So, yeah.
Hey, bike lives matter. Bike lives
Bike
matter.
Yeah, man.
All right, dope. Anyway, so we talked about PS5 rumors. Cool. When is Sony's like next little conference? I assume that's when they will be announcing.
24.
24?
Mm-hmm.
So this month?
It's supposed to be on. Yeah, it's supposed to be on The Last of Us.
They better announce something. They better announce something else. They better pull something out there.
I've been hearing things, but I can't say anything.
Yeah, I figure as much. I figure.
What?
I can't say too much. Just be looking out February. Just be looking out February. That's the most I'm gonna tell you.
That's fine. I'm about to start eating, by the way, chat, because I ain't had nothing to eat all day. So this is about to be an eating podcast as well. Anyway, so all right, the next topic is funny. So, what are y'all thoughts on Alinity? That's your thoughts? That's it? Cool. Next topic, guys. Next topic.
Shorty, I was spiraling the cat across the living room like Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah. Oh, let's turn off the light.
When you I'm saying,
I just want to know if the match was that crazy for that to be a thing. What was she playing? Apex?
I think it was Apex. If not Apex, it's like World of Warcraft or.
Listen, as a World of Warcraft player, it was never that deep. Never.
No, it wasn't World of Warcraft. What was she playing, yo?
She was playing Apex. Trust me, I watched the VOD multiple times. That thing was on Apex.
Bruh. I'm gonna say, if you playing WoW, listen, the PvP ain't that deep where you gotta throw a cat. Relax.
Nah, the crazy thing is too is that it wasn't even like she had just dropped, so it wasn't even like the game was on the line.
Oh, so it was worse. Not that I'm saying you should throw a cat or anything. I'm not justifying any harm of animals. You just dropped. What are you doing?
You just dropped, right? She was like, look, it's not about just dropping, it's the principles. I was like, I respect it. I respect it.
No, we don't. We don't respect that shit over here.
Nah,
anyway.
We don't respect.
Oh, we don't? Alright, my bad.
No, we don't respect chucking. Oh, I'm eating everything, dude. We don't respect chucking cats across the room. I got some fish and some mac and cheese.
Hey, get it buzzing. It's lit.
Okay, so I think my issue with it is that there was no punishment. Like, I didn't expect them to legitimately ban her. I mean, which I feel like that's, a bannable offense, but I didn't expect them to ban Alinity. She's been, kind of doing some wild shit for the last few years. Like, Alinity been like big on, not to trash talk other streamers, but she's been big in drama channels because of like mishaps or little things that she's done for like at least 2 years, maybe 3 years, between Alinity and what's the other broadcaster? I can't remember her name because I haven't watched her in a while. Casey Tron. Between Alinity and Casey Tron, they have been super popular on drama channels for a pretty long time. So like,
ever.
Right. That's why I was a little bit. It took a little bit of time for me to remember. They've been popular on drama channels for a while for kind of getting into, mess and, tap dancing on TOS for a while. So I'm like, okay, so I expected them to do something. Like, even if they would have did like a 24-hour ban or a 72-hour ban, it would have been better than just slapping her on the wrist, because now the community is mad because I don't think people understand how much people love animals. Like, there is a legitimate dedication to people and their pets, and like they take that stuff seriously when it comes to like treating animals properly, and those aren't people you want to upset. And rightfully so. You should not be. It's like promoting abuse when you abuse someone on a channel that's as large as yours. So at the same time, like, maybe Twitch, you should do something that this many people are outraged, or put out some type of like message saying like, oh, we did this, or we had a conversation, or whatever the case. They just never said anything. They never did anything. They just let her rot. The only person who put out anything was her, and then she was trying to make it seem like she didn't actually chuck him the way it looked. Which, that could be true. You threw him over your head. There was no way they landed, even if it's a cat, like the way they should have landed if you would have just literally picked them up and placed them on the floor. Like, I don't see how that was that difficult.
Because I did hear she did pour vodka down the cat's throat or something like that.
Also. Yeah. But that was a year prior. But that also just adds to the fact that she regularly gets into shit, right?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. That fight for his fucking life. Like...
That cat going through it.
It's crazy.
Young Mittens is out there fighting.
Mitts!
Well, Milo... But at the same time, like, what do y'all feel like that would have been like at least acceptable if they would have did like something, or would it probably been the same shit if they would have just not banned her or whatever? Probably would have been the same shit.
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
I'm gonna be completely honest, and I can only speak from my side of things. A lot of shit to nobody. Especially because I would say the majority of us are within the same Twitch circles, quote unquote, as far as streaming and things like that. Because, there are at least a couple of viewers. Mm-hmm. Might have been Reeman to your channel, Demi to your channel, and, you to your channel or whatever, right? Mm. And sharing the timeline, all I see is retweeted, oh, Twitch, what are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about that? Do anything. I don't have a lot of faith in, like, Twitch coming by and policing certain shit.
Oh, you cut off that, but I heard what you said. If you didn't hear what you said in the chat, what he's saying is he doesn't expect Twitch to show up to police anything that goes on in chat.
If you ain't making them no money, I don't expect nothing to happen myself.
But here's the thing, though. Like, you'll see if you watch any drama channels, and let's keep it a buck. Everybody watch at least, like, one, right? Where you'll see Twitch streamers getting banned for this, or a Twitch streamer gets banned, or a Twitch streamer gets a 72-hour suspension for cheating in Apex, or a Twitch streamer gets this for doing this, or Twitch streamer gets pulled off for streaming Nintendo game too early, right? And all of that's plausible. Like, all of that's cool. But not actually abusing animals. That's the cutoff. Like, oh, that's perfectly fine. You're good. That's cool. You're good. But if you cheat on a game, or if you mod on a game, that's when we pull your channel. Like,
oh yeah, because cheating is just, oh my god, you're cheating. But animal abuse is just something that slides, apparently.
That's my issue with that. Like, no, I don't expect Twitch to police people's channels. But they do have staff that regularly go in and out of people's channels to make sure everything's all good. So why can't that same staff suspend somebody if shit isn't good and they're the reason shit isn't good?
72 for playing a Juice World album when it dropped. So albums can get you banned or suspended, but animal abuse can't.
Okay. That's trash.
Juice World at that. Come on.
That makes that double trash. So
Juice World.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, Lenny be thick. I'm just sweating.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Yeah.
I'm just sweating.
Man.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
I was just sweating, bro. I was just sweating.
All right, so Lana, remember you were telling me about the YouTuber? I know y'all heard of this, but I didn't put it in notes. That basically they posted the unedited version of her YouTube video where she was abusing her dog.
She was to like spit on her dog or something, right?
Yeah. So, question: does anybody know what her punishment was for that action? Like, did she get any? Did she get any?
She got banned. Did she get the strikes or something? Hold on. I know the police and stuff went to her house. She was under investigation.
Did she get a strike on her YouTube? Granted, she didn't post that to YouTube. That got leaked. Or no, she did. She posted that one accidentally.
Yeah, that was a dumb accident.
She posted the wrong version accidentally. That's how people saw it. So, I mean, well, YouTube stayed trying to like tear down channels. So,
hey,
but
YouTube don't play though. YouTube be like, yo, man, about to clap you.
Does anybody know what her legitimate like punishment for that though was? What was her name?
I think it was Brooke something. Just can't think of the last name.
I'm literally.
Oh yeah, Brooke House. Oh no, she's still good. She's still here. Oh, she ain't uploaded since though. She trying to let it blow off. Dang, that's her most popular vid. No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not. It's at 2.6 mil though.
You're done. She kept it up.
Nah, she took it down. One of the other ones that people thought it was she switched it up. Okay, so she took down the video, and on top of taking down the video, what she did was she made a second video that was there and titled it in a way that people are gonna go there and click it and look at it. Whole GG.
I'm trying to like make sure I don't give any misinformation. I don't know that YouTube took it down.
No, she's still up. No, she took it down. She took it down day one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She tweeted an apology.
But the apology was trash.
Another half-ass apology.
You know it's a half-ass apology when they got the soft music going. They looking into the camera. I messed up, guys. I'm so sorry. Then you see like the couple tears coming down. The fake apology. You know what time it is when you got that apology video going. I've seen it too many times. I've heard it too many times. I'm sorry, guys. I made a grave mistake.
She's in LA, so LAPD showed up. PETA tweeted about her abusing the dog.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, once PETA on your ass, yeah, you never coming back from that.
And PETA's some weirdos, man. They tweet.
Oh yeah, PETA weird.
But I don't know if YouTube did anything to her page. She probably didn't have strikes before because her page, at least on the surface area, was like all about positivity and things like that. So she probably didn't even have a strike before. So if she got a strike for it, I mean, they can't like just straight take her page down unless she didn't take the video down and she took the video down. So
the most she might have is like a strike, or she loses some ads or something, or some AdSense. It's about it.
Or a demonetization, but.
That's really
when you got over 300,000 subscribers and like you eat off YouTube, demonetization is a problem. So
that hurts bad.
Well, I wish the best for her. She probably shouldn't have a dog though.
Hopefully she gets like a goldfish or something, a hamster.
All right, so
That was a nice dog too. The dog was chilling.
the dog was adorable, and I don't know how a dog could stay that happy with somebody who clearly that can't be the first time she's ever done that. Like she says that it is, but there's no way. Like she did it too easily.
It's too comfortable. It's just like those people who say, "Oh, that was my first time saying the N-word. I didn't mean to let it out."
Sure.
You know, you comfortably say it behind closed doors. It's okay.
Gaming moments.
Oh my God, you N-word, and there we go, controversy.
Same. That's funny y'all said that because PewDiePie popped back up in the news.
PewDiePie, Tfue when he's playing Minecraft. Oh, you know, just heated Minecraft, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though, Minecraft's stressful, bro.
Minecraft is the furthest thing from stressful. Except when people come in your lobbies, kill you, and take your shit. That's like it. But that's still, like, you can go and get it back. It's not a reason to call somebody a nigga. So
I've had heated gaming moments of Rust more heated than. I just seen him like killing some what is those green things called? What's the name of them?
I ain't never played Minecraft.
no, he's talking about. I don't know either.
I know the monster, but I don't remember
What,
the name.
Minecraft monster or the monster?
Yeah, Minecraft.
Oh,
monster.
a creeper?
Yeah, he had like a bunch of creepers just coming at him, and that's what made him say the word. Apparently.
So the creepers were the N-words there. Okay, cool, dope. All right, at least it was. I'll give him. At least it wasn't a person. Still shouldn't have said it though.
You don't get no pass.
I was about to say that pass though.
I don't get no pass, dog.
No, that wasn't a pass. That was a That was a look at the bright side. That wasn't no pass.
Ninja, PewDiePie, I don't get none of them no pass. Ninja said it. They got them brooms quick.
Yo,
PR
Ninja
team.
did say it.
PR team said, "Nah, bro, we got you, bro. Hold on."
I remember that. I used to didn't watch Ninja because of that. Because I was like, yo, he was like mad comfortable.
Yeah, man. So I was rapping. I was rapping live, and you know the words just came out.
You know the funny thing, it was the N-bomb wasn't in that song.
Yeah. That's the even crazier part. It wasn't even in the song. So what happened there, Ninja?
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I throw the N-bomb into songs that I feel like it would sound better. I'll tell you, Ninja.
Oh man, that's not good. It's not good, bro.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
just saying, bro.
I had the next. Sorry, that intervened. All right. So, did anybody else see like Twitch? I think it was mass banning accounts. Anybody come across that where they were like banning accounts that had what they considered inappropriate names?
No, I mean, but they should.
No. Not inappropriate in the way that you think. Because I know everybody here has had an experience where somebody has either followed their channel or hosted their channel when they had alerts on with like some mad racist, you know what I'm saying, names, right?
Yeah.
That's not the case. So I'm talking about in the tweet that I put in the notes. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. This particular person's name that they banned their account was Coffee Whore. It's not that bad.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
Coffee Whore, right? I seen someone named
It just means that he's obsessed with coffee.
He actually doesn't like coffee. That's the joke. But
so why you name?
That's the joke. That's the joke.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Ban him. Ban him.
All right. But also, someone I knew, their Twitch name was like Nipple Mittens, which I thought was funny as hell. But Twitch didn't. Account ban. Which, alright. My whole thing was, if you are planning to ban them because of their name, right? If the account's active, because I can see if it's an inactive account, right? The account's active, why can't you send them a warning Because you could send us emails for everything else under the sun, but you can't send us a warning like, hey, you need to change this name. It's inappropriate, blah, 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 right? Or anything like that. Or tell the community that they're rolling this out so people can prepare and maybe do a potential name change. This person was like mods in people's chats, had subscriptions, whatever the case may be. Like, this is an active account. This person's not a legitimate troll. And this person can't use that account anymore. That's messed up. And it's not like it was just inappropriate, not racist or sexist or anything like that.
So the inappropriate
it wasn't an ism.
The inappropriate things they need to strike on, they don't. But
exactly.
Names. And not even actual inappropriate names that they do need to strike on, just goofy. That's corny. I don't like that.
I don't think it's too corny. I actually still agree with banning them. He ain't like coffee.
Yo, all right.
I mean, if you're named Coffee Whore, I expect you to at least
exactly.
Coffee.
Don't lie to me like that, bro.
But outside of that guy, you can at least slide or
100%. I'm with you.
But I expect 100%. That guy to know at least 10 different
type of coffee. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Bro, love coffee, bro.
Rona like, yo, this man geeking.
These are important facts, so like if you name Coffee Whore, you got at least know.
You gotta know some coffees, bro.
Right. I get it.
Rona like, nah, man, he geeking. I'm sitting here like with the display in my face. I'm looking at Rona, then listening to Real, then looking at Rona. And I'm like, you're Rona like he geeking.
that hand kicking in, dog. I know that face.
It's false advertising.
It is.
Okay.
If I'm named Overwatch Whore,
it makes sense. I can see.
If I'm named Overwatch Whore and I don't play Overwatch, get me out of here.
Yeah. Sorry, the current topic for anyone who's confused in the chat is that Twitch was mass banning accounts that had inappropriate names, whether they be active or inactive. And some of these people were active and got the account suspended because of, like we said, the guy's name was Coffee Whore. And his account was like basically suspended. And this person was an active mod in a bunch of people's chats. He had subscriptions. He had, all of those things. And then he could not, he could only watch. He couldn't be on Twitch at all or interact with Twitch at all because of a name, which, although slightly inappropriate, not necessarily offensive. So
I filed that under. That's too dang bad, bro. That's too dang bad.
Nah, man.
I bet you he got a coffee that day.
I'm telling you, if he had liked coffee, I was in his corner. The fact that he ain't like coffee, offensive. It's offensive. It's like me like water drinker 24/7, but I don't drink water. You know what I'm saying?
In his defense, and I'm saying this kind of in everybody's defense, you take, a lot of time when you're trying to think of an original name, right? And you want something that'll be a good play on words, or something that'll be like funny or ironic or whatever. Same thing that we do for branding, and then we think it's funny. Twitch doesn't, they ban you. It's like I've seen way worse names that they're just now deciding to do all that, and I've seen way worse names over the course of time I've been on Twitch, so I kind of felt like it was BS, but I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Plenty of terrible names on Twitch. Plenty. Twitch is an awful place with names. Very awful.
Alright. So now we move on to all of ours favorite person on Mixer. Next to Ronan. So, do y'all feel like Ninja movement to Mixer after that week legitimately impacted Twitch?
I mean, 100%.
How so?
Like right after he left, Like Twitch even changed up their promotion. They had to win about promotions. After Ninja left in that week as well, Doctor Disrespect and other streamers were complaining about how Twitch don't promote like the big streamers. You feel me? And then right after that, Twitch went 2 weeks in a row with having nothing but Doc, Pokey, Shroud, and all of them on front page, just cycling through. You see what I'm saying? Trying to please their creators with how they're just doing everything else. And Ninja going to Mixer made other people made Mixer accounts just to be like, this is what this about. Other streamers who were like regular size streamers that was like, yeah, who needed an excuse to go up against Twitch, who's like, yeah, this is why I'm leaving, just because they get a pass now, because they're like, Ninja did it too, and he's right. Twitch is toxic. Ninja never said that. You know what I'm saying? That's your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to throw that on it. So that's just like the way it goes. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like it impacted because it made Twitch see like, God dang, okay, Mixer's now getting like mad like clout off of that mad promotion. So anytime you're getting like mad promotions, it's good for you all around. You know what I mean?
All right, so sorry, I'm really hungry. Anyways,
that macaroni like it's good. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
So my thing was, I saw it as a pretty cool power move, and making like Twitch step their game up in order to keep their audience. But diehard Ninja fans were not. We're going to Mixer, but let's keep it 100. What percent of his chat were diehard Ninja fans?
I mean, it's not really that much strong. It's not really a strong percentage of his chat that's a diehard Ninja fan, because at the end of the day, those are Fortnite fans. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Ninja's still playing Fortnite, so they're going where Ninja's going. And then also you got to understand, Fortnite people, they follow the traction of what's popular, like what's on the wave. So if like you're popping, news say you're popping, social media said that you're popping, they're gonna go with it just to be just to be a part of it. People go to chats that's popping just to be like, hi YouTube, just to be a part of it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the main point of what it is with Ninja. Like when he's over there, Ninjas was holding his old numbers plus more. You see what I'm saying? Now, at the end of the day,
is he doing that today though?
I don't watch Mixers.
No.
What is he doing now?
The same numbers, if not less, the same numbers he was doing when he didn't have any more trash.
He's been holding at least like 20K to 26K on Mixer.
That's a dub. It's a dub because Ninja
what was
30.
His numbers exact? But that's the same numbers.
No, but you're not understanding the bigger picture though. It's like he already got his payday. His payday's already set. Going over to Mixer, holding the same numbers that you were holding on Twitch is a major dub, because the reason why is, as a streamer, you don't know your longevity of like where your channel is going to hold in the next 5 to 6 years. He got his next 5 to 6 year payments plus already locked in while streaming right now and still getting that extra money in. So when you look at that, that's a major dub. He's passed all these other streamers by just a couple years in advance. So it's like, when you look at what he's doing, holding the same numbers, major dub, getting that stupid check, major dub. So he didn't win past and hit another point past these other streamers. Plus the promo was insane. Plus he just did something with Adidas. He keeps stepping up the level to show like how he's passed these people. Now going over there and holding the same numbers, that's insane, because Mixer's nowhere close to Twitch.
Yeah, I'm saying the numbers are similar, but they're not the same.
I say
a great day for Ninja on Twitch was like 100,000 people. A good day for Ninja on Twitch was like 50,000 people. And I don't know that the payout's the same for Mixer, but like Demi said, it was good. It was a good move on Ninja side, not necessarily on Mixer side.
But Mixer's gonna suffer.
Yeah, because they paid a lot to only get, a certain amount of people to actually stay on their site and in their directories. How many, if they came over there because they're diehard Ninja fans, are they going to start exploring Mixer? Maybe, but the percentage of that is like less than 10. Those people are there because Ninja's there. And once Ninja get offline, that's the end of their cash pool. Mind you, they gave free subscriptions to everybody who's made a Mixer account when Ninja went over there. That's not profitable for the company. That's only statistically. That's only profitable for Ninja.
Seen, Mixer have like just a good amount of traction over Twitch that week Ninja went over. And outside of that, it just went back to normal Mixer number. So Mixer,
or slightly above average. That's about it.
So yeah, Ninja got the payday. He's getting the bag. He's the winner out of all of this. Microsoft paid big cash money for Ninja, who, while he still is a big name, he isn't getting that same amount of like traction as he used to.
I mean, but at the end of the day, Ninja's numbers, like I just looked at Ninja's numbers on Twitch and Ninja's numbers on Mixer was just like between 6 to 8K difference, right? Because Ninja was popping because Ninja wasn't number one anymore. This is what you guys got to understand. Like, Ninja wasn't number one, it was Tfue, right? So the hype on Twitch was Ninja was basically getting all the negative press, right? Once Ninja wasn't holding those views anymore, every single YouTube video come out is how Ninja's falling from greatness, all of this, right? He was getting most of the stress while Tfue was holding number one and was just actually getting all of the love, right? Every single tournament Ninja goes to, if he didn't perform and he didn't win, Ninja's trash, Ninja's this. Ninja's numbers, when Ninja was online, I'm watching Ninja for like a couple days on Twitch, Ninja's at like 36, 37K. You got Tfue that just signed in. Tfue hit it, same numbers as Ninja in no amount of time. Then go past Ninja's at 46, 52, Ninja drops down to 26. You know what I'm saying? As a streamer in their position, Ninja notices that. You think that they ain't got each other on each other's screen over there already pulled up to see who's in the top spot? It's all about position. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at stuff like that on how they view it, him getting out of their shadow, right, of being out of that conversation and no longer being like tied to it is a major dub, right? Plus he got the payday. Plus he got even a bigger traction by getting Adidas, like we said. But the thing is, the man's good. He cleared himself a path to where there's nobody else next to him. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing that you want is competition, especially because the guy in first place is always going to get the most heat. Plus Ninja, no matter how big these streamers are on Twitch, none of their names will be as big as Ninja, even if they're doing better numbers. You see what I'm saying? Because you think you can go in real life, like, you know, when you go out with your friends will hear of a Ninja somewhere, right? That's not on Twitch. You think somebody's going to hear of a Shroud? You know Shroud? The heck's a Shroud? But in the streamer community, Shroud's huge. You feel me? But that's just how it goes. It's just like, it's a branding prospect. I mean, Ninja's winning overall, bar none, out of the deal. And that's all that matters. I mean, Mixer taking the L out of it doesn't matter to him. He already done.
All right. I'd say the reason it matters that Mixer's taking the L is because... So, it definitely started a conversation so that people would, like, move from one platform to the other. So how many of us, like, show of hands, how many of us know of a streamer or have seen streamers move to Mixer after Ninja moved to Mixer? You don't know any, Ronan? You already had Mixer accounts. You don't count. But, like...
Yeah. I mean, I made Mixer, honestly, because Mixer's super accessible to Xbox players. Already over here, I might as well try it out, you know?
Yeah.
Still primarily Twitch.
What did you like about Mixer? Because sometimes you do stream on Mixer. What like makes you switch from?
I like Mixer due to the low latency. So if somebody types something in the chat, respond, and they automatically hear me like as soon as I say it. Twitch can have that kind of delay.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you say it and things like that. So it's cool. I like Mixer, but honestly, my internet isn't really strong enough. And Mixer, I mostly play my single player games, you know?
Okay.
It's cool, but you know, I'm not sold on Mixer completely. It's on Mixer.
I actually hate Mixer.
You hate anything Microsoft related, apparently.
It's not even with Xbox. Not even with Xbox included. I hate Mixer because the only thing that Mixer got that I like is that it's blue. It's my favorite color. Everything else is, it's like the layout is trash. The fact that like most people don't know off top, like it's not just set up for everybody's name color to be different. It's trash. Emotes look extremely garbo. You know what I'm saying? Like emotes look terrible. The little care package thing, how you build up the points and everything for it to fall down, that's cool. The squad streaming, that's cool. That's better than Twitch's. You see what I'm saying? But everything about it on how you're supposed to hold a conversation in chat, keep up with people, the emotes standing out, all the core things suck. You know what I'm saying? Like the foundation of what makes Twitch sucks on Mixer. And that needs to be Mixer's foundation too, while adding to that to make it their own to what makes it stand out from Twitch. But that foundation needs to be there because the way how Twitch is ran is too known for emotes. You know what I'm saying? Emote artists is on Mixer. I'm like, what the heck? Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of trash. But other than that, I mean, that's it.
I personally don't like the interface, maybe because I'm used to Twitches, but the way they do exposure is like really odd. So they kind of do it like in a front page format, but like I don't think they understand that people don't really like front pages format necessarily. It kind of like takes like random people that they want on the front page and puts them there for exposure purposes. But if it's not, the problem with doing it that way is if it's not something or someone you have any interest in, then it's really pointless and it's an eyesore. So for example, usually when, you know how Twitch has that section where they'll recommend streams to you under the people you follow, right? Mm-hmm. That's based off of games you frequently watch or people you frequently watch that also frequent those people, right? Theirs seems completely random because none of the people I've ever seen be premiered on Mixer for me play any of the things that I've ever watched on Mixer, ever. So it's weird. It's like you're suggesting people to me that I literally probably would have no interest in a normal instance. I personally prefer Facebook Gaming's platform over Mixer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Facebook is actually really good.
It's actually really nice, and it suggests legitimate people to you.
Yeah.
Like it suggests people to you based off the content you interact with on Facebook. So, for example, I think the only person I really follow on Facebook Gaming is like legitimately follow is Geek Chick TV, and that's because she switched from Twitch to Facebook Gaming. I really liked her content, so I followed her there and I watch her there from time to time. She plays a lot of like Fortnite, Apex, so it'll recommend people like that have squad streamed with her, or people who are popular upcoming in the Fortnite directory, or people who are popular upcoming in Apex directory. That makes sense because that's the type of content I've already been watching, and it's something that, you know, I would probably have genuine interest in if I've been watching that content. Don't have me coming there. I'm coming in, I'm watching Fallout 76 streams, and then you show me a Hearthstone streamer. Like, that's just weird to me.
I've never looked at Facebook Gaming.
You gotta check it out at least once.
It's really legitimate. Like, my boys does it. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just because I hate Facebook.
Probably.
Man. Well, that's another one. That's another one for the hate list. Write it off.
Oh, right.
On his taxes at this point, because the list getting long.
Oh, bro, I hate Facebook like no other, yo. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. I might hate Facebook more than Xbox, bro. God damn. Bro, it's just bad, man.
I mean, we kind of cleared out the list kind of fast.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I mean, so.
But
I ain't mad at it.
So like, well, y'all know I have my own personal conversations with Q about a lot of the things I feel like are going on in the Twitch community. But do y'all feel like people are actually going to see success moving from Twitch to Mixer, like legitimate success?
I mean, probably over time when Mixer does something to grow. I mean, right now, like the excuse that people are saying, like, "Oh, I went to Mixer. It's so non-toxic." Well, that's because it's not enough people to be toxic. You know what I'm saying? The other thing about it is so much, the community's so nicer. Twitch was just as nice when it was smaller. So what I'm saying? But you got to understand, there's a lot of dumb people. Dumb people do anything just like, oh, it's toxicity. I just can't do it. I can't deal. I'm like, all right, chill out. All right. Sure. If Mixer gets as big as Twitch, they go through the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
because that's human beings. That's not necessarily the communities.
The platform.
There are toxic
it's nothing
people
to do with the platform. Like, without people there, every platform's nice. It doesn't even have any emotion. It's a goddamn platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of dumb people. But that's their excuse. But everybody needs an excuse to move to make it seem like that was the reason. Because if you don't have a reason, then you just feel empty. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a reason, then what was your reason for moving? You feel me? So it's just like,
I say if Mixer wants to live, it needs to be on more platform.
Say then Xbox.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can, you know.
I synced up my PlayStation headphones, so hopefully I don't have the audio messed up no more.
No, you straight now.
You're talking now. I'll say it needs to be on more platforms, if anything. While being exclusive to Xbox is cool, it really ain't thriving like that because people aren't really buying Xboxes like that, and people that stream from PC.
Say that last part again.
Bro, you already know. I'm not gonna. But and then people that do stream from PC is very few and far between. So you know,
one thing I can say, like, as you know, I ain't mean to cut you off, but one thing I can say is, like I said, even before the ninjas, like the ninja stuff or whatever, like I tried out Mixer, and people like legit came over to support, my Mixer stream, if nothing else, just to see what the platform was about. You know what I'm saying? So as far as people going from Twitch to Mixer, it's like, are you gonna do whatever, do numbers? I feel like it depends on the person. Because if you're an engaging enough streamer, engaging enough person, people will want to see your content. Not saying they follow you to the moon and back, but you know what I'm saying? I have had people, what, Ronan, you're pretty cool. I like you. I'll download Mixer just to see what it's about because you're over there. So if you're over there, it must not be all bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're Johnny boring and you're just boring, so.
That's my thing, though. That's my thing, though.
Right.
I'm sorry. Every time you sit, I'm just like, whoo.
You're right.
But the people I see like doing it are the people who are like, I don't feel like I'm getting like, exposure or viewership on Twitch. And in my head, I'm like, I personally don't think that they're like bad broadcasters. But if you're not getting on Twitch, you're not going to get it anywhere. I personally feel it because it's not. It's not that hard to get it on Twitch.
It's not, but if you also have to factor in if they're consistent and dedicated and really like putting the time into.
Right. Now, what are you doing to bring people into your stream? What are you doing to make people want to watch you?
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
I mean, you're right. All right, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, so.
Man, if you promise me juggling chainsaws, bro, I better come in for some chainsaws.
Watch.
If you say you boot up the Xbox, I
Lando,
see some Xbox getting booted up.
You gonna juggle chainsaws on your next YouTube video?
Ah, man, I'm scared of chainsaws.
All right, I'm adding that to the list too.
I hate chainsaws.
I hate chainsaws, man. Oh, bro, I hate chainsaws, bro. Hey, bro, for real, bro. Chainsaws be wildin'.
What we didn't talk about is like them turning like Ninja's channel into a streamer hub.
Ooh.
That was kind of weird to me, like, especially because I guess I don't know. It was kind of weird though, because it seemed like he didn't know nothing about it.
It was out of pocket.
I don't feel like he didn't know nothing about it. I think he didn't have a reason to speak on it. Because it wasn't necessarily a bad thing until it started exposing people who he didn't want associated with his brand.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
It wasn't necessarily a good thing, but it wasn't a bad thing.
Man, I don't care what nobody say it. You leave a platform, you go to another platform. What is Ninja, like 14 million or something, whatever, right? We can make up the number. It was unrealistically stupid.
Yeah.
Him promoting other people who were his competition and helping them grow faster to get to the point to where he worked to where they didn't support him. That's salty. You salty. No matter what, you salty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at stuff like that, Ninja didn't have a time to speak on it, else he'll come across as salty until they showed the PH thing on there, the PH video. That's on there, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Wanted something like porn or something on his account, like on under his thing. And
that's
that's
what
That's what I'm
PH
talking
is,
about.
bro.
That's what
Pornhub.
PH is.
I never heard somebody like, hey man, my
talking
boy.
about PH.
Nah, he's trying to keep it. He's trying to keep it PG, but I already said the N-word. It's too late, bro.
Oh, I didn't even catch it. Oh, dang, shoot.
I mean,
what PH was.
yeah. So
let
we
me
out here
boot up
with
the old
PH.
PH. Yeah, I'm about to boot up the old PH.
It's been a day. Let me get that PH bussing.
Okay, let me get that PH bussing. Oh,
man.
All right, so I think that was. I can see that being an issue. It wasn't an issue, I think, for a majority of the community until then. Like, people were actually all about it for a while. Like, what's wrong with, since you no longer are on this platform, for people that are still on this platform to get exposure, that's the number one thing people complain about on Twitch. It's not getting the proper exposure. They can get it by them turning this into a hub. It's not that bad, especially since it's not like you benefit from it anyway.
I really don't think that's fair, though.
It's not fair. But it's Ninja.
Yeah.
And a lot of things related to Ninja aren't fair.
It's really not, because it's like, one of the things to me is that they never... See, I'm all about, like, keeping the same energy, right? If they do that to Ninja, they should have did that to another channel. You see what I'm saying? Like, all channels should be doing that, but the thing is, they never did it to another channel, but they want to use Ninja's channel. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't rock with Ninja too hard. I think he's just a human being, but at the end of the day, like, fair is fair. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta keep it like exactly the same across the board. Plus, when they had porn showing on there, I was just like, man, that's what's up though. But dang, I see why you mad. But that was the perfect time for Ninja to talk though, because he didn't have anything else he would have said would have been bitter. People would have been hit. Everybody else would have said he hating. You feel me? But since porn was there, Ninja used the excuse, I have children watching my channel. This was the perfect time to go to Twitch. And Twitch was like, oh, shoot.
A long time.
Yo,
that thing was up to 14K, though.
That whole month. Twitch was taking L's that whole month.
And that wasn't the first time that's been on Twitch, too.
Oh, man. Porn's on Twitch every night at 2:49 p.m. AM.
I really hope you're joking. I really hope.
I don't know. You
said a specific time too fast.
He be in the just chatting directory entirely too much for me, so I don't know that he playing, bro.
Yo, please say psych.
I don't know that he playing.
Oh, he ain't say psych, bro. He for real.
Bro, look. I wish there was a gospel thing on here. I'll be up in that one.
Trying to cleanse your sins? What?
Alright.
Okay.
Oh,
Dude dropping bad memes. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna head out, SpongeBob. Oh my god.
That's 2 for 2 right there.
2 for 2. Please say psych.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all seen it.
Oh, it's fun. Damn.
I'm glad y'all seen it. I appreciate it.
Bro, I got you, bro. I'm gonna leave you out there hanging, bro.
It's funny I bring up the Twitch taking L's and that entire month thing, because the next topic is the Twitch is over party, which
I don't even know how this started.
Only recently ended, and that's because TwitchCon coming up, and you can't have a Twitch is over party during TwitchCon. That don't work. So.
Who even mentioned that Twitch is over shit fronting? Because ain't nobody stopped streaming.
Ain't nobody stop.
Boys love to pump fake for the timeline, bro. I'm gonna cancel this. XYZ is canceled and on book.
Man, they tried to cancel R. Kelly and people was still playing. Whatever.
They've been working to cancel R. Kelly for years, for 20 years.
He sang too good.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I still listen to like the Aaliyah songs that R. Kelly wrote, but that's because Aaliyah. I don't listen to anything else. I don't listen to. I even stopped listening to the Best of Both Worlds albums, and I love Jay-Z because I can't mess with R. Kelly.
Absolute facts right now. Some absolute facts. R. Kelly's music ain't did nothing to me. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. That thing ain't did nothing to me. When I listen to R. Kelly music. I'm like, oh shoot. You know what I'm saying? I get a vibe. I'm like, all right, I'm chilling. I ain't never listened to an album and just felt like I'm dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's R. Kelly, bro. Step in the Name of Love. My grandma loved that.
I mean, it's fucked up because like conversation of do you separate the artist from the art? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
I
crazy.
mean, certain people will, certain people won't.
Yeah.
It's fucked up that R. Kelly was just so ingrained into the fucking black culture of cookouts and shit like that. That motherfuckers are still, you know what I'm saying, running shit regardless.
Bro, and at the end of the why he have to sing so good? You know what I'm saying? That's the real problem.
Damn, Robert.
I knew he was a dog when this man made Laundromat. That you remember Laundromat, bro? Dude made a whole song with that chick.
Nivea? That chick? Damn, y'all.
Come on, bro. I don't remember Nivea. I almost thought you was talking about some hair products when you said that.
We spending barbecues and whatnot. I ain't spending no kills. That wasn't for me.
Yeah.
That was basically it, though. Man, I had this girl come in my stream. She's like, oh my God. Is that R. Kelly? I said, let me start this over, man. Apparently you bothered. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Look, let me tell you something. I'm that guy. I'm very dark humor, right? Very satire. That's me. I will never change what I think, especially if it's not wrong, just to make somebody else feel better at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is like, oh, you still listen to R. Kelly? I'm like, what do he do to you? Personally, what that music do to you? Oh, he's a bad. No, what the music do to you? You can't take me what the music did to you. Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and then my thing is always like, people always want to join together like we goddamn Voltron. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and your personalities, like what you believe in, ain't gotta hit the same points. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, we can't be cool because I still think that music is fire. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. And then the other thing is like, people are so like their backbones are weak because they'll cave just because a group of people don't like something. They'll do it just to fit in. And just like that meme where that dude slowly over there eating the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Watching everybody else do something. Yeah, it's all rock with you, bro. You been on these memes, boy. So that's what I'm saying. You feel me? It's like I'm still over there like, listen to this R. Kelly real quick. It's popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man,
I feel where you coming from. Me personally, I never rock with R. Kelly.
Yeah, but you said that's personally, like, overall. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't like R. Kelly. I didn't like R. Kelly since before the Boondocks came out with a whole episode about R. Kelly.
I ain't gonna lie though. Tell me that Boondocks episode.
It predicted the future. If nothing else, it predicted the fucking future.
It did predict the future.
That was funny. I was weak. And Boondock before its time.
It drew out what was going to happen to this day.
Yeah, just like when people throw chairs nowadays. Angry moms start. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like cancel communities, bruh. Them boys be out of pocket. I remember they tried to cancel Olive Garden the other day.
I'm sorry, what?
Olive Garden for what?
Because they said lady came out, got 100-something thousand likes and like 70,000 retweets on her tweet saying Olive Garden is supporting Trump, cancel them. Nobody even did any facts check. They just was like, Olive Garden came out and was like, nothing. Olive Garden came out and said, oh, bro, chill. We don't even support the president.
No, nobody
like,
fact check on social media, bro.
Nothing. No. Just be accused. Just be accused, bro.
Yo,
hey,
support sticks.
Wait, they've been trying to cancel Chick-fil-A. They tried to cancel Chick-fil-A. Ain't no way in the world. You can't cancel Chick-fil-A.
I was at Chick-fil-A yesterday, bro. Same like a large lemonade and I mixed it with the Henny, man. Don't talk to me.
Let me tell you what's crazy, bro. The people that's like, yo, cancel Chick-fil-A just ate at Chick-fil-A. But just trying to get something popping online. You know what I'm saying? It is good.
Bro, I don't like the pump faking, bruh. Because somebody will come out the cut like Chick-fil-A ain't that good, no way. Alright, so we lying today.
I ain't never had Chick-fil-A, so I'm out this conversation. I'm out this convo, bro.
Ain't no Chick-fil-A's in Chicago?
No, it's Chick-fil-A's. I just don't feel like going all the way down.
You never been?
I never been.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
It'll change your life, bro. It'll change your life.
Overall, bro, bro, we know memes, bro. You'll be fine without Chick-fil-A, bro.
I mean, he will be fine. He'll be perfectly fine.
I eat, sleep, and breathe memes. You know, I'm not. That's it.
He'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
He'd also be better if he had, like, some tenders.
You wouldn't be better, bro. You wouldn't be better, bro. It's good though.
Yeah, folks. Now I feel like people be gassing it, bro.
They gassing, bro. I'm talking about Pump 93.
I'm totally gassing Chick-fil-A right now.
They gassing Pump 93. Put
y'all, because folks be like, "Yo, Chick-fil-A, yo, you about to see Jesus when you eat."
Man, Chick-fil-A straight, bro, but it ain't like indoor beer on the chicken sandwiches. It's not,
bro. Dudes make it seem like if I take a bite, I'm gonna start hovering, bro. Like, I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yo, Chick-fil-A be on some other stuff. Like, it's good, it's popping, but God, hey.
Can y'all answer me this? That is the customer service really like that, bro? Like,
it ain't all that.
Yes, it is.
No, the customer service. All right, it depends on how deep in the hood the Chick-fil-A is, but the customer service actually be legit. They really be nice.
I ain't never seen a Chick-fil-A in the hood. First of all,
me neither. I was just about to.
Y'all know where I'm from. Where I'm from, everywhere is the hood.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
So.
Well, in that case,
if I go to the nice part of Chicago, they better be huffing like they be making these memes seem to be, bro.
Man, I went to Chick-fil-A, man, and I was just like, they didn't even ask me if that was it. You know what I'm saying? They just walked off.
That's because you're in Florida.
That's how you trying to give a bad Yelp review.
That's because you're in Florida. That's all I say about that.
Dang, Florida? Yikes.
It gotta be because, you know what I'm saying, they about to get is that Chick-fil-A even gonna be there next year? That's good. That's
the mass exodus.
That's why. Anyway.
That's wild, bro. That's y'all wild, man.
Wait, I know this is kind of like off topic at random. Anybody play in Borderlands 3?
Yeah, I played Borderlands.
Okay.
You talking about 3?
Yeah. How is it?
It's alright.
Hard pass.
It's alright.
Really? You,
yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah, it's not my taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright.
Borderlands is cool. It doesn't give you that like Diablo feel though.
I just don't get I need PvP in my life. I need PvP games. Don't take me wrong. Don't think I'm toxic when I say this. I just want to talk down to people.
Ah, well, see, there we go.
And I can't relate.
You can relate?
I mean,
bro,
I can relate too, but
people tell me, why you get COD? COD is like, not because it's fire, to make people look bad. Sound bad, disrespect you. Your mom hear me in the living room.
Make people feel bad.
Yeah, that's
your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's like literally half the reason to get COD, bro. Oh, you're a COD player? Apparently, you're not.
Yeah, your girlfriend on the other side of the couch. I'm about to cut you out. You know what time it is.
And I'm about to try to guess her name right. You know what I'm saying?
Andrea, you know what time it is.
You know what it was, Brittany.
So y'all be in game chat then, right?
Yeah. Heck yeah! Every time I get somebody hear them through the mic.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why he played MK, dude.
Oh my god, I play MK just for the toxicity, bro.
Bro, MK is like the hood of fighting.
bro, that's exactly what it is. Bro.
MK is the hood of fighting.
Level ground games be getting them spins because of the black community.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. You get on MK, bro. The first person you hear, and I guarantee you, he black on site. On site, first person to turn on his mic in the lobby you go to is definitely African American.
What's up, bro? I'm about to bust your ass, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
On site.
That's not like 2K.
Hey, that's like, bro.
It's only 2K.
Mortal Kombat is literally the 2K of fighting games.
Basically.
Good point.
Literally.
Like if we're talking sports simulators versus like FGC, Mortal Kombat, 2K.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Like these popular YouTubers were like, we should cancel 2K Man, you go check them comments for the black people in them comments. But cancel what, bro? Who are you? You are not taking basketball from a culture, my dude. I don't care how bad 2K is. It's gonna sell.
Folks gonna buy it every year.
Yeah.
Which is
Like
unfortunate
clockwork.
because they need to hop on live. Like, if y'all really feel like that, then y'all need to support live. But they won't do that because they're just, being fake outrage in order to get.
Nah, see, here's the thing.
Like, if you really feel like 2K is like actually legitimately trash and doesn't like just need an update on what you feel is bad, then go support a different game.
You're not gonna support live though. You know why? Live isn't in the meme of what's cool.
Yeah.
It's like an iPhone. It's literally like an iPhone. Like, so people are on like 2K. It's a meme. If your girl love you, get you 2K.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
Legend edition.
That's the meme. That's how it goes.
You're not
You know
saying
what I'm
what you
saying?
say. Yo, if your girl love you, she'll get you NBA Live 20 and something.
You get roasted. Your girl bring live home to you. Roasted. You know she cheated on you if she bring you live. Who's that for?
Wow.
Ain't yours. Ain't yours. Your girl cheated on you on everything with that.
I'm
You
like,
just gotta leave that
got me
relationship.
love. Oh man.
That's crazy. Nah, hey, your girl got you live? Yeah. Oh, she for the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm done. I'm tired of y'all using memes today. She belongs to the streets. I can't with y'all. What is that? Like the fifth one? Like at least number 5.
That's
That's at least.
That's the third at least.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah. Well, no. Because he did the Westbrook joint earlier.
Yeah.
I was lit. This thing's a whole meme. I like it.
At least we catching him.
She for the streets.
All right. So, damn, we are blowing through these, didn't we? What's your feelings on politicians blaming video games on mass shootings, and then actual corporations supporting these politicians' views?
It's a scapegoat. It's always been a scapegoat. We
100%.
went through this multiple times. We've gone through this with Jack Thompson. We've gone through this with Doom in the 90s. It's going to keep repeating the cycle over and over and over. And it's not video games. I've played violent video games for most of my life. Grand Theft Auto, COD, Doom, plenty of stuff. I never once have had the itchy trigger finger to go outside and start a mass shooting. They don't want to blame the actual reason because they know the actual reason. So they're going to use violent video games each and every time as a scapegoat.
Which makes it bad for me for YouTube with demonetization. Come on, man.
That too.
Come on. Stop doing it to me.
So we're going to keep seeing that be used. Like that BS video reel that Donald Trump made with all the violent video games apparently, and how it's just specific scenes, how, he showed somebody's head getting blown off from Fallout, the violent rip apart from Doom, but they're not looking at these games.
That's just media, though. The same. If you're going to blame video games, blame all kinds of different media outlets, because you can get the same violence in TV and video games. Are you going to shut down Netflix now? No.
But they're
No. They're not gonna bring that up because it's easier to point out one problem. It's all a psychological thing, right? You don't give people multiple options to choose from whenever you're trying to create, whenever you're trying to point out a blame. If you give people, you learn it in psychology. If you give people multiple options, they're gonna go away from what you're actually looking at. Now, TV and everything else bring in mad money. So does video games bring in mad money. But at the end of the day, people still use cable. You see what I'm saying? Well, we all know it's trash, right? They ain't caught up with just using the internet yet, right? The thing is, if you can censor video games at the end of the day, then they can get a piece of what's going on. It's all about getting into everything. You see what I'm saying? So you never want to give people options. So it's like you're smart by saying, you should cancel all you should pay attention to censor all media. But they wouldn't do that because it makes too much money, period, in America. You see what I mean? So it's like, sweat.
Then they try to ignore the facts. I like how when people started pointing out hey, this particular study, because statistics, this particular study showed that countries that have increased profit or increased sales in video games are 3 or 4 times less likely to have violent crimes, and they have 3 or 4 times more video game players in their country. It's America, and it's the issues in the country, and stop blaming it on anything else, because China and Japan don't have these mass murders, and those people will play video games.
Less than 20 gun crimes in Japan. I want people to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Less than 20.
And that has nothing to do with video games. That has everything to do with their gun laws.
Or it could just be the fact that they're trained in them hand to hands.
It's like Mortal Kombat in Japan. That's basically what he's saying.
Alright, bro.
He's like, man, they got kung fu, dog. They don't need no guns. They out here gently kicking it. They don't need no guns.
Listen to this shit here.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, y'all turn.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's actually crazy.
I'm digging his responses. All right, so I think the issue for me was like people like legitimately started changing their marketing, which, by the way, there aren't any marketing schemes that display violence because of ESRB ratings. You can't, because it's the same reason they can't do it in movies. So why are you taking down the marketing as if promoting the video game is also promoting the violence in the video game?
Mm-hmm.
That's just dumb to me, personally. Like, oh, so now we're going to take down any posters that have Call of Duty on it. But we're going to leave up this poster for all of our It the Clown DVDs. Or whatever the case may be. Or all of our Silent Hill, whatever. Like, that's not... You can't pick and choose. I guess that kind of goes back to them not wanting other medias being affected because they bring in more revenue. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
So they're keep trying to use video games as a scapegoat, and we're gonna constantly keep seeing this get repeated over and over and over.
Every single time something happens. I think what it was is the one mass shooting where the dude like yelled out about PewDiePie or something like that before he shot somebody. Yeah, I think that's what the issue was. But yeah, like he said something about a game and something about shout out to PewDiePie, and this is all while he's like literally shooting people.
All right.
And I can see how that could mess with people's like heads, but that isn't necessarily the fault of. That's not the fault of the industry. That's like saying that, oh, you should send rapists to mental institutions because Pornhub is openly available and Pornhub is promoting doing these same things to people like out and about in the world. And I was like, no, that's not what that's doing at all. So
I never blame Pornhub for nothing, so.
You get the PH busting, you know.
Yeah, bruh. My first name basis and shit. No PH, man.
Every comment just make it sound like he need it, and I'm just like, bro, that's okay.
My boys over there, man, cool peoples, man. Whoever made that site was doing it for the people.
Talking about for the people, Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. Where you at?
What do you guys think are going to be the best fall releases, or are so far, if you want to count things that have already started coming out this month? Other than
Pokemon
and
Call of Duty.
Ain't gonna be.
What are they gonna be?
It is right now.
And Death Stranding, it ain't gonna be that.
Bro, that game cheeks.
I don't think that one gonna slap, bruh.
Bruh, Death Stranding was cheeks when I seen it the first time before they even talked about it. I said, is that a baby? Are you walking? Hey, not in the games like that.
This from your Sony folk, man.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. It's gonna bang compared to an Xbox. You feel me? It's gonna bang.
No, it's not gonna. It's gonna sell compared to an Xbox.
It's gonna sell just because it's Kojima.
It's gonna sell just because it's on Sony with Kojima.
Back.
A lot of people giving that passes. A lot of people giving this passes, and I don't like it.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. People who are just like completely in the games like that, I don't get it. Like, okay, so you know what? I can't blame everybody too much. This is why I get a video game. I get a video game to do things that I know I couldn't possibly do in real life.
That's why I don't play sports games. I refuse to play 2K because you can go out in the court and do that. Yo, that's always been my excuse to not play 2K. I refuse to play 2K because I can legitimately go out and play actual basketball and have a real good time. Like
and drop 30.
If y'all ever notice, all the games I play are all like fantasy-based games. I do not play video except for The Sims. Because The Sims, you can simulate things that you would never do in real life. That's
what do you mean? The Sims is literally a real life simulator.
But you can simulate things you would never do in real life.
Niggas turn on the Sims to eat a bowl of cereal. I don't want to hear it. Sims eat a bowl of cereal, go to work, come home, clean up the house, go to sleep. I'm trying to get that.
Hey, bro. Hey, I got this homegirl. I was like, why you play The Sims? This game's cheeks. She's like, you're just not a real gamer. I said, yeah, all right. So this is where she got me, bro. This is where she got me. She said, The Sims is amazing. Look at what I'm doing. I was like, oh, you clean up in The Sims because you don't do that in real life. I was like, I feel you. I was like, I feel you.
Called a Ronin Spicy Take, and I put it on the timeline before. Ronin Spicy Take, bro. People like The Sims because they get to play God, bro.
Oh, 100%. I feel that.
They get to manipulate people. But they want to do, oh, I want you to talk to this person. I want you to do this. I want you to go here. I want to be the overlord. I want to look over the house and tell everybody what to do directly.
Listen, it's people that enjoy killing Sims, bro. People that enjoy killing them.
And people will put the Sim in a house with no doors, no ways out.
It's the same as when little girls played dolls. It's the same thing.
Y'all putting dolls in little houses and setting them on fire?
Okay, I didn't. But you ain't never seen it. All right, yo, listen, you ain't never seen a little group of girls, right, playing with their dolls, and all of a sudden they just start mixing because Becky didn't like Gina, and Gina was trying to steal Becky. Yes, that was the thing because y'all didn't have. Little kids be having their dolls mixing all the time.
Not that I've seen that.
I do really enjoy building the houses though. Building for me in The Sims is really, really fun. It's kind of the same way Minecraft hits for people. I like building in The Sims. Building in The Sims is fire. But I can simulate things that I do not want to do in real life in The Sims. Like have kids. Or whatever.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
I was just about to say that we having babies. I ain't doing that in reality.
Hate The Sims. I hate The Sims. But conjure up some magic and some demons. Hey, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
It's because you
kick somebody's chest through the brick wall. You know what I'm saying? While their heart still holding on to the bottom of your shoe. I'm with you. Yeah. All that. But everything else, like The Sims, you lost.
I think that Star Wars game ain't gonna be all that either.
Oh, yeah. Jedi? Bro. Cheeks. Hold on, let me tell y'all something that y'all not gonna like. So I don't know y'all like that, so here's the thing. Hate Star Wars.
You tripping.
Not surprising. I've known you for about an hour and some change.
At this point, I don't even know what you like now.
What you like?
Yo, his hate list longer than the damn podcast notes.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, but you hate Star Wars, bro?
Bro. Cheeks.
You
Cheeks.
You wildin'.
Bro, let me tell you why I hate Star Wars, bro.
Jedi left the chat. Tell us why you hate Star Wars, bro.
We'll talk about that later, bro. Hey, but look, Star Wars cheeks.
Nah.
Bro, I can't rock with Star Wars. You like Star Trek?
I can't let you have it.
Star Trek.
You like Star Trek?
Yeah, Star Trek is decent.
Cheeks. I don't like Star Trek. I like Star Trek. I don't like Star Trek or Star Wars, bro. It's just when they're fighting like an army or something, and somebody's like, choking somebody out from a distance with the electricity with the spirit fingers and all that. That's cool.
Electricity with the spirit.
Wait, what the fuck was that action?
You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all see what he just did?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Right? But look.
Yo, he describing it like
nothing
Twilight
else.
fights. Like it's like a Twilight fight.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Lifting up a ship and just you know what I'm saying? It looked like the new game that just came out, Control. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't rock with it, bro.
Right.
Girls be going too hard on like freaking Darth Vader, you know?
Speaking of which, tomorrow.
Are you playing that tomorrow? Hey, hold it up. What was that?
Shameless promotion.
Hold up, what was that? Now just making sure you got it on Xbox just so I can just like not pay attention to it.
Hey, we in this thing. Bro, you hate Star Wars, you hate Star Trek.
Don't ask me where I found this person. Don't ask me where I found this man.
That's not looking good, bro.
I hate Star Wars, Star Trek, Xbox, Facebook gaming. What else did we drop? What else we dropped?
The Sims.
Come on now, we all agreed on Sims except you. She was really trying to get her point valid right there. Like, we all hated that. Like,
what else you hate, bro, at this point?
Oh, no.
Let's not even go down the hate list, dog. Give us 5 things you like, bro.
Air,
Sony.
Breathing.
You know what I'm saying? Sony popping. Hey, it could just be anything, right?
Sure, go for it. Why not?
Sony, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Dominican and Jamaican food, we'll put that all in one. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else we got?
You could just say Caribbean food.
Hey, nah, they not the same. They not the same.
Oh, come on.
I'm a man of many cultures. They not the same. They not the same. They not the same, young blood. They not the same. So let's.
That's hilarious. 3 and 3. Two more.
I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. I love water. I just saw him sipping. Love water. That's 4, right?
All right. For the last one, give us a series you like. Give us a game series that you like.
Ooh, game series.
Nice.
Dang, that's hard. I like a lot of game series.
Just give us one. One that you stand behind 100%.
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
Get it! Oh, no!
Oh, now you right. Now you right. All right.
We got this.
Oh, damn, Demi, you froze. Hold
Hey,
up.
man. Everybody bad.
What's funny is I'm getting ready to start Dark Souls 3.
Huh?
Dark Souls 3. My first blind playthrough. And I beat Sekiro earlier this year. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
Look, Dark Souls, Legacy of Kain. I don't know if you guys ever played the Bloody Omen, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. That's my baby. That's my baby right there. Bloody War is something I mess with heavy. I miss that. You know what I'm saying? And Killer Instinct, MK, rock with those.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Oh, we almost friends again, bro?
Nah, you like Dark Souls, bro. I'm looking at you a little different now, bro.
See,
I'm looking at you like, oh, wait a minute. You like Dark Souls?
I personally don't play Dark Souls, but Dark Souls household, because that's like Soul series games. It's like quite the favorite game, so we gotta.
I'll rock with Diablo.
Dark Souls over here.
Diablo will be popping.
Okay, Diablo.
I feel like we're moving almost to that friendship zone again, bro.
I don't know, brother.
Yeah, Dark Souls.
You play Dark Souls, brother. I feel like you about to hit me. You about to hit me with a clunky control and do a.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
man.
My chat know me for breaking controllers on that game. Oh God.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? GameStop and Amazon love me. But the thing is I rock with Final Fantasy heavy. I rock with Final Fantasy.
Same.
As you should.
As you should.
You did. You played 15. Yeah.
Yeah,
You did
yeah,
a playthrough of 15?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was about to rebuy 12 because they released it again just a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the name of it to like Zodiac something because I love 12. I was like, all right, I'm gonna play through this. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
7 remake, I'm gonna be on that heavy. Not because of how everybody else is on it, because it's 7. I just miss the old combat of how they used to do it with the real monsters and stuff that popped up. You feel me? That's what I miss. But I like old school, like it's not like old school, but like medieval type stuff. I don't like stuff that's just like in a city.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like
what I
when
meant to ask you? Why you didn't ever hop on Fire Emblem?
nah, that turn-based stuff whack. Like it's
But you play
Fire
Final
Emblem's
Fantasy.
No, it's different though. It's like you go through
It's
squares.
tactical turn,
Yeah, it's tactical. Yeah, it's different than Final Fantasy though.
It depends on which Final Fantasy you talking about.
I mean,
Final Fantasy
it's like
Tactics,
turn-based.
but it's, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 7, it's two totally different things.
Yeah, Fire Emblem.
Heavy game.
Fire Emblem is to me is like playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You remember the dice rolling in Yu-Gi-Oh? You move to this side, move.
It's not like playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's literally
not
like
like
that.
playing
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
literally like that.
Totally
You move square to
different.
square.
Yeah, it's totally
No.
different, bro.
No. Y'all are missing me. Not regular Yu-Gi-Oh. I said dice
We're
rolling.
talking about
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dungeon Dice Monsters.
No. When in the Yu-Gi-Oh show, when they had like, oh, you probably didn't see the episode. That's probably on me. But they had an episode where it's like it's with the dude that rolls the dice in
Yeah.
That's not what it's called though.
Yes,
That
it
is what it's
is,
called.
Negro.
When no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Let me look this up, man. Let me look this up.
That's right.
Let's look this up, man.
Anyway, so other releases. Again, I'm looking forward to Link's Awakening. Which I know I'm crazy about amiibos, and it came with a cute amiibo, so I'm getting both. And Breath of the Wild was fire, so.
I ain't played a Zelda game since Ocarina of Time.
Breath of the Wild was so great, though. It was so great.
Wow was amazing. I just don't want to switch. I just don't. I'm not going
I gotta switch, bro, and I will not even play it.
Well, there's certain Nintendo IP titles that I just love so much that I had to get. Like, I love Splatoon, I love Animal Crossing, I love Fire Emblem, I love Pokemon.
Alright, I gotta sit down and hold my L. Y'all was right.
They knew. They don't even look surprised.
Chat knew, too.
Y'all was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not really big on like Zelda. I haven't played a Zelda since like Majora's Mask, honestly.
Alright, well then you gotta come through for Link's Awakening.
What?
Link's Awakening?
Big release. What big release am I?
I'm not buying the Switch for it because I'm not going to play it. I don't have enough time to play the Switch.
Bro, Link's
like,
so many times.
I'm ready for Doom Eternal. Like I'm really ready for that.
I'll be fine. I like the Doom remake. I really like the Doom remake. I really did.
The soundtrack for me was like, as a metal fan, it hit like certain levels for me.
I hate the soundtrack.
The fuck do you like? Damn! Oh man, I'm supposed to upload this to YouTube and you got me cussing hard. Alright.
Hey, that's on you.
Nah, look.
That's on you.
So Doom was running around with the Tupac All Lives on Me. He fuck with because he fucked with Tupac.
That's cool.
I mean, I feel like I'm not a huge heavy metal guy, but it fits the theme of Doom.
Oh, it's
so
yeah.
When I was playing Doom, I was like, I was like, okay, it's the theme for this game, so I fuck with it. Like,
and I'm not gonna lie to you, though. I got some metal songs that I rock with heavy that I'll play, but it's just gotta be specific songs. You see what I'm saying? I'm like one of those people. Like I have a song from like every genre or whatever, but it's just like I'll go through the album and out of like 12 songs, I'll pick like 1 or 2 that I like, and everything else is gone. You see what I'm saying? Right. Even down the country, I'll be like, I like that. It doesn't make me too depressed. I'll take this one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I said.
Battlestar Doom, I say COD for sure.
Call of Duty for sure for me.
But this RPG that comes out in October called made by Obsidian.
What is it called?
It's called what?
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
It's gonna be popping. Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's supposed to be popping.
A lot of the releases I'm looking forward to don't actually come out this year. So, except like clearly I'm just waiting for Animal Crossing and that don't come out till next year. So
I'm waiting for Cyberpunk. That's like my main bread. for next year.
Everybody gassed for Cyberpunk. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wait for Cyberpunk yet, but I mean, it looks like it's gonna be fine. But I might just watch a stream on it.
CD
You know what I'm saying?
Projekt Red hasn't missed. Like,
You're right.
they delivered with The Witcher. They made DLC for The Witcher that was like 10 times
Double,
amazing.
apparently.
Yeah, so hey, I put the faith in them, so they can deliver with the content. I'm with it.
Right.
It looks cool. I think the problem with it for me is that people are too hype about it, kind of the same way that Stranding is. So I'm just like looking at it like I feel like I'm gonna have to see it.
Cyberpunk. At least we know. Kojima showed us 49 minutes of just stuff. I don't want a Monster Energy drink. I don't want to play a game where I have to take a leak. I don't want to do that.
My goddamn baby batteries.
People are telling me that that it was showing the gameplay, and I was like, don't tell me that. It looked trash. I mean, it looked trash, but it's gonna sell on that PlayStation.
It should. The game is still gonna be poop.
It just looked trash, bro.
I'm gonna let it ride. It's definitely for me. It's not a blind cop. I haven't even with Kojima's name behind it. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan. It's not just a blind cop. Fuck it, Kojima name on it. Here on my 60. It's not that for me at least.
I buy every game.
A 45-minute cutscene, bro. I
buy every single game, bro. And I'm uploading it to YouTube just to trash talk.
That's hilarious.
Hey,
every game.
To me. I ain't copied everything.
I don't think I really missed a game this year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I missed a couple.
Last year. Oh my god. Last year I think I only missed 2 last year. Because
I've had some regrettable purchases and some purchases I was like,
I'm gonna tell you this. You just a streamer, huh? Right?
No, I'm a YouTuber also.
YouTube, bro. It depends on the content on YouTube. There's no such thing as a bad purchase as a YouTuber.
Yeah, nah, I gotta disagree with you.
There's no such thing as a bad purchase.
I gotta disagree with you.
Tell me how. Tell me what.
As a reviewer, I review plenty of bad games.
Yeah, that's a dub for you as a YouTuber.
Not really. Not when I'm not satisfied with the game. When
you don't have to be satisfied with the game.
Are you saying because you make a video behind it and you're making
videos behind it? Yeah, you get, if the game's bad, you could get just as much content out of it, more so than if the game's good.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
For YouTube, but not for your own personal game.
If I'm coming out of my pocket for it, then I'm gonna be dissatisfied.
You're not gonna be dissatisfied because you're gonna make it back in revenue.
This is true.
It's never an L for any YouTuber. Like Anthem was one of the worst released games this year, which was the best game for every single YouTuber that covered it this year. No game has released that's been better for YouTubers than Anthem.
You got
who was it? Please, with Anthem is trash and 10 things Anthem needs to fix.
Bro, all day.
I'm like a baby YouTuber. All I do is upload my gameplay up to YouTube. So I know y'all do the full reviews and edits and videos and all that stuff. So what I do on my way to work, I got like a 30, 45 minute commute to work. On my commute to work is I hook up YouTube reviews and I listen to stuff on my way to work because it makes the drive go by. Some reviews 15, 20 minutes a pop. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time the Anthem shit was popping, bro, like I'm watching Anthem is trash. 10 things the Anthem needs to fix to keep gamers, and I'm bouncing between Angry Joe to smaller YouTubers to bigger YouTubers, and it's like everybody has somewhat of a different take. So I understand where you're coming from on even if you have a bad game, you have content to put out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this: the games that's worse, like an Anthem, gives you more content than a game that's good. The reason why. It's so many negative topics that you could put out. You see what I'm saying? Negative topics catch a lot more so than positive topics. That's just anything in life. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The next thing that's going to happen is you can be that one guy while everything's negative to be like, oh my God, this is how Anthem can come back. You start giving hope. You go from negativity to giving hope to like, I think that they can win like this. And then you back the negative. It's so many topics that you hit when the game is bad that YouTuber's revenue is insane. It's stupid. But like when the game is good, like a Zelda. Oh, Zelda's amazing. You don't have many videos to make after that. You just gotta play it.
When the game is Zelda good, you got plenty of videos to make because now so many people are buying it. Depending on the type of YouTuber you are, you have plenty of content videos. How to do this on
100%.
Zelda, how to do that. Why this game is good. Why you should buy Switch. How to farm rupees on Zelda. How to get this armor.
Red Dead had me doing that.
See, you hit that point because you're 100% right. Depending on the YouTuber, we were just talking about like the reviewer. You see what I'm saying? But that's the gameplay YouTubers, which you're 1,000% right on. Like they legit go into all of that. You see what I mean? So it's like, it's just crazy. But
when you review games for a living, then no, there's not necessarily bad because you can give a good review or a bad review or a meh review and still get content out of that. When you make gameplay videos and a game is bad, you've probably taken an L.
You take more of an L on
because
that
there's
side.
no content to produce that looks any good, that looks appealing for people.
Yeah. So it's like in the reviewer standpoint, that's why I always say this. Like some people in my community, oh, that's what you get for buying that game. The game sucked. I'm like, is that what I got though? Like the game was still lit for me. I'm finna make mad content off of it. You see what I mean?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It's certain games I wasn't buying jumpers because that game looked terrible.
Yeah. I had to get Jump Force because it was instant content. Here's the thing.
I get what you mean, but sometimes like there's certain games I'm willing to like go through and like
I feel that
too. But then there's certain games I'm like, I know I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna give a bad review because I know how I'm gonna. Because I'm gonna be.
If I know I'm giving a bad review, I'm hype. I'm waiting for the game to be released like this. I'm waiting because I'm like, just let me get that footage. I already know what I'm gonna say because the game's trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a video knowing it's trash, hyper than when I go into a video knowing it's positive.
Right.
I'm on my BS when it's trash. Ain't no bro.
Oh yeah, because I ripped the parts to get there.
Exactly. It's easy. You feel pop off on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like here's the thing for me. Like COD's coming out. COD's already has a bad taste in people's mouth. You don't know what's gonna hit.
All right.
I'm 50-50 on this review that's about to pop. You know what I'm saying? I already know everything that's going on. So it's like, as a YouTuber, man, you get such a pass, and your subscriber base look at you in such a different way because they're like, oh, you're dumb for getting that. You don't understand the business that go into it, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't look at it from the business aspect. They're like, oh, I can't take you seriously because you bought that game, but I had to review it. You see what I'm saying? Because you're still telling me why I did not review it. So at the end of the day, it's always a dub for like most YouTubers to get like most of those, especially if it's a popular game, get it. If the game looks every Bandai game looks trash, I'm getting it.
You're a better man than me.
I'm getting it. And
you getting Code Vein?
You
getting
Code Vein? Yeah, I already got the negative title ready. What do you mean?
Wait. So you bought well, I know you bought Shinobi Striker because you did you did like a week Striker. But did you get the My Hero game?
And it was Cheeks. And I was while I was playing, I was happy.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Cheeks. It was
Cheeks.
That joint wasn't Cheeks.
That game looked awful.
It looked awful. It didn't play awful. It looked awful.
It was Cheeks.
I can tell they can slap some My Hero game together.
Look, man, Bandai do everything. You know that one guy that sleeps in school. That's Bandai. Yeah. They sleep in class and just do everything just to make the C average to graduate. That's Bandai, right? Every Bandai game, I rub my hands. I'm like,
and then another thing, did anybody do videos or live streams of the 7 Deadly Sins game?
No, I couldn't do that to myself. Oh
my god, that game.
That game was bad, but I love 7 Deadly Sins too much.
I love that anime. Like that. The only person I know who even bought it was CJ.
Yeah, I couldn't do that to myself. But everything else, getting them cheeks clapped. As soon as this dropped, I'm on it. Like,
you definitely getting Kakarot.
Oh my! I got so many titles already written down. Oh my god! And I love Dragon Ball Z. Look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all some facts real quick. The worst people to bother in any video game history, any fandom, it's the anime community.
Absolutely.
They're too locked in. It's too many feelings. Goku's at my birthday. It was a cake. You see what I'm saying? These dudes are so mentally locked in when it comes to anime. It's an attachment. You see what I'm saying? They literally get emotionally involved in the anime to the point to where you can't say nothing bad about it, to where they take it personally. Dudes,
That's me.
With an anime just breakdown. Like, here's how you're wrong. 13 reasons why you're wrong.
Bruh, that's me consistently, bruh. That's me consistently on the timeline when I tell niggas I don't like One Piece, bruh. Boys be on my head. My bitches be spinning for hours, bruh, because boys be mad. Somebody named Straw Hat so-and-so retweeted and it's over for me, bruh.
Straw Hat Nation just retweeted.
Straw Hat Nation be on my neck and my phone be on the charger.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I see somebody with an anime picture tweet me with their response, I ain't responding. I might block you. Look, bro, because you ain't gonna get through.
That's what I want.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get through, bro. So I've been mentally prepping myself for January 17th of next year. That's when Kakarot drops. Cause I'm like, they don't hate me. That's what's up though. Spread that hate. You know what I'm saying? That's already where it's gonna be. I'm the new One Punch Man game coming out. It's trash. It's trash.
Everything looks like Naruto Ninja Storm to me, but with a different coat of paint.
Bro, everything looks trash. And I'm like, bro, this game about to be trash. I can't wait to get them mad. Ready to drop a video.
The only good anime adaptation game.
Like, well, Dragon Fighters.
Fighters.
Fighters my baby. You know what I'm saying? Anything Dragon Ball Z.
Fighters and Ninja Storm, like the only two real good.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I want them to release another Ninja Storm, but I'm fearful because I feel like Bandai's gonna fuck it up because they almost fucked up 4.
Listen,
like
I love 4 and
Boruto. Right, they going to Boruto content. Nobody want that.
I swear to God, if I meet somebody that like Boruto, I'm gonna message Twitter to delete their social media.
ain't nobody checking for Boruto content, bro.
I had one dude tell me it was good, and at that moment, I knew not to respond. I knew not. I blocked him just to make sure he didn't see that I was
about to get a trash Demon Slayer game soon. Wrap up, bro.
I mean, in the works.
Yep. Probably.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this.
Wait, JoJo got a game too, right? JoJo got a game.
JoJo's game is actually looking kind of cool.
When is that dropping?
I don't know.
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. JoJo fan base a different breed, bro.
JoJo niggas different, bro. They big different. I just let them
bro. JoJo fan base, they mama's a man, bro. Like them boys be wild over there, bro. I like JoJo, bro.
Then he fell all the way back.
Those boys be wild, bro.
I'm sorry. Oh, this is gonna be the most offensive podcast episode I ever in my life.
I'm telling you, man. JoJo was on some other stuff. They on some other stuff, bro. I can't get down with that, man. And I'm sorry that the video already about to be bad on it, bro. That's crazy.
I just let JoJo boys rock, bro. To be honest with you, I just let them rock. I watched.
Wait, how old is the series for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I don't even know, but I feel like some of them dudes be tweeting me in high heels, like legit. Them boys be out there just wild and bro. I was like, bro, why you got your heart on your sleeve like that?
About to be at your neck.
Oh, man. Remus Bizarre Podcast.
When did this come out?
JoJo's
it's out, but when did it come out? Because I didn't realize JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was such an old series.
Yeah, I didn't know it was old and got redone.
Yeah. Hey, Hunter x Hunter popping though. They need to bring that back.
Oh, of course.
They need to bring that back.
Goddamn, keep the manga going.
Oh, it came out in July, dude.
What, the JoJo game?
Yeah, I believe so.
Dude, let me tell you this, bro. I met this dumb dude on Twitter, bro. You know how I knew he was dumb? Dude was like, Hunter x Hunter's the greatest. I was like, you watch a Yu Yu Hakusho? That show is trash. It's made by the same people, and it's even probably...
Same dude, man.
I was like, bro, anime dudes be on some other stuff, bro.
Born in 99, bro. You missed all the good years of learning.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's so sad, bro. I be high-key, man. Like, talking to them, bro, it's like somebody talking to you, but you turn up the music in your headphones, bro. Them boys be on some other stuff, bro. I'm telling you. But it's the emotions to why it's annoying because you can't talk to them. That's why it's so bad. You can't have a logical conversation because they're already telling you why you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? They come into the conversation like, well, okay, all right, this is how you're wrong though. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's wild, bro. Them boys wild.
That's I ain't gonna hold you. That sound like Ronan because he be like, you wrong, but I'm gonna let you.
You would be wrong. I'm gonna let you rock, but I already stopped listening. But see, you know anything. Where's this to me?
We don't hit every topic. That's crazy.
Really? That was it?
Yeah, we hit every topic.
Thundercats best anime.
All right, cool. We can just
Thundercat slap.
Thundercat slaps heavy though.
No, we had two more.
Do we want to? What
Yeah. That's kind of up to us, you know, whether or not we kind of want to have that conversation or not.
What are y'all talking about? What's the next one?
Okay, Orlando, I need you to read the notes that I sent you.
I personally skip over that one specifically.
Yeah, that was the one where I was like, I don't know if I'm comfortable putting this in the notes, and I was like,
might as well just hit the last one. Go on.
I ain't see the notes, but I'm down for whatever.
You legitimately just showed up. So
I'm down. I'm always down to talk. Always down to talk. You know what I'm saying? Make some new homies.
You just like, yeah, it's cool. When is it? All right, I'll be there.
Yeah, that's it. And say, I don't review no topics. Everything open. Is that your girl? Now she's for the streets.
It's about mental health and how it's like affecting a lot of.
Oh my god! Yeah. I should have read the topic.
Yes. You're damn right. You're damn right.
Hey, that's the only conversation I lose. It's the only conversation I know I lose is because, man, you know what? We down. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a sip of this Cavassier. You know what I'm saying?
The Cavassier.
It's fucking water. Like I'm like looking at y'all like, please don't pipe him. Y'all know that shit's water, right?
Hey.
You don't drink no alcohol.
No, I'm down for whatever, man.
Let's hurry up and hit this drink so I can go to my meetup, though.
Hey.
Okay, all right, no, I'm not gonna do that because I actually want this to be like a serious conversation. It don't have to be about what I put in the notes, but I feel like it should be touched upon, because it's definitely a big conversation in the gaming community right now. Like mental health is really big. I don't know, and I mean no offense by this. I don't know if Lando is the person we should be asking about this. Because dark humor and mental health don't mix, but I'll say the gatekeeping one definitely, but I'll say I'm at a point now, especially because I'm always thinking of ideas for the podcast or like topics to talk about when I'm streaming or whatever. Even though I feel like I see people who advocate for mental health, I don't feel like I see people who produce content as advocates for mental health, if that makes any sense. So like on Twitter, I feel like it's easier to be a mental health advocate on Twitter, but are you also being an advocate in the content that you produce if you are promoting or marketing yourself as an advocate? And then the other thing about that is what do you tell people? Because I don't know if y'all have, I feel like Lando probably has, and I know I have, where you'll have people come in your chat and they'll tell you like that they're depressed, that they're suicidal, or that they have mental issues, and it's like, as a broadcaster, how do I deal with that? Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times. You've never had that?
I get that happen a lot. I get that happen a lot.
Yeah. And like, what do you do? Because not everybody wants to be that poster person or that person that can help and assist people, because that's a lot to put on yourself if you're not, prepared for that. So
okay, so I know this is a serious topic. And and the way I'm gonna start it may seem like I'm not taking it serious, but it's literally gonna go into something serious. Okay.
All right.
People ask me about mental health and things like that in the middle of me, like, you know what I'm saying, kicking somebody's chest through their like bodies in the MK. You know what I'm saying? And at that moment, it makes me think about the stress that the person that I'm fighting is going through. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm literally a dog in MK. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's mental stress. So I sit back and I literally think to myself and I say, what somebody said to me, they were like, Rio, how is it with mental health? Like, how do you deal, man? There's times when I feel like I can't like continue for the day. And I tell them, I said, look, at the end of the day, why everything is at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, one thing you got to understand with mental health is people who don't understand mental health is going to be like, man, just stay focused on something else, do whatever it is that you're going to do. Real mental health, sometimes people mistake mental health for like, it's like a panic attack or something. You see what I'm saying? But real mental health for my, like the people like my mom and other people is like, it's literally crippling at times, like anxiety attacks into where your body can't move. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to get out of those situations. So it's all about like the person around you who don't understand. I tell them, I'm like, yo, there's people around you who are not going to understand. There's people around you who are not going to know how to deal with the situation, but you can't really hold that to them. You see what I'm saying? You can't really hold that to those people. You just got to try to explain it to them. And a good person is going to try to go to the point to where they're like, you know what? I don't understand, but here's what I can do is lend a hand. So I always tell people, like when they say they feel like they can't go on and they can't do anything else because, you know, mental health situation, think about the things that motivate you in life. You see what I'm saying? When you have something that motivates you and something that makes you want to get up from day to day to keep pushing, and if you don't have that, try to find that. You know, I always tell people is like whenever you feel alone, like there's nobody like really there for you. You may feel like that, but you have like little cousins, little sisters, or whoever's around you. Somebody might look up to you in some kind of way. You feel me? So you don't know who you're like a shining hope towards those people just because you think in the back of your head that there's nobody there for you. I was like, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to the people that's literally there every day. Those are the people that, you know what I'm saying, love you the most. Somebody came in my chat one time and was like, you know, they felt like they didn't want to live anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, look, here's what I can tell you. I said, if you ever think about taking your life, first off, call the number. We put the number out in the chat, right? Yeah, put the number out there. And so I said, at the end of the day, you need somebody to talk to. You got to think about it. Like suicide is like a grenade. You see what I'm saying? It's like a grenade. Like, yeah, you take your own life, but it's the people that's closest to you that completely just get hit the hardest. You see what I'm saying? Like those people that's close to you that just completely get hit the hardest, and it's just completely ugly because they don't know how to carry on anymore. Yeah, life isn't about them, it's about you. But try to find something to help take your mind off of what you're stressing about and put it on something else. A lot of people use motivation. They use different things as different motivation. You see what I'm saying? I had a point in my life to where my motivation was always taking care of my mom. You know what I'm saying? And that's a strong point in my mind to where I'm like, yo, this made me kept going. You just need something to get that battery at the end of the day in your back to like make you want to get up and move. You know what I'm saying? But mental health is such a strong topic because it's like you don't know which part of a mental health like case of a person that you're dealing with. You feel me? Like you don't know what they're going through, how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like they're going through mental health when it's just like something simple. But I feel like it's just being a quick hand there, tell them that they could call me. We could talk about it. I literally talk to people on Discord whenever they're going through something.
I mean, that's dope. It's like it's really dope to have friends like that. It's for me, it's like for anybody, I guess. And like I said, I haven't really been approached with it per se, but it's really like not necessarily scary, but you have to be careful what you say in certain situations with that. So I can't speak for anybody else, but I know myself. I'm not licensed to give mental health advice.
Yeah.
I keep it everything completely surface level because you got to think about especially when somebody's going through something like that, you have to think about what you're saying because you might say something offhand, being whatever, and they may interpret it completely different. With that directly, I never dealt with it. I have had people say after stream, hey Ronan, I was going through something really rough. I mean, you made me laugh and we had fun and whatever. And I appreciate you making the content that you make because it helped me through a dark time of my life. And for me, that's important. Even if I don't have the right words or whatever to say, the fact that you can take in my content and you enjoy it and like it, and it's helping you through like a better place. I feel like that's so. It's something I keep in mind, in the back of my mind, when I do stream. Like, somebody is watching this who might not be having a great day, and they do need that laugh. They do need, just to sit and kick it with somebody who's, so.
I'll say this. I think we should always kind of be mindful of the type of content that we put out, even if like even if we have like our channels marked for mature content, we should still be mindful of what we say and what we do. For example, and this literally happened today. I'm in the supermarket. Because I gotta fill my snack box before podcast. So, I'm in an aisle, literally grabbing some popcorn, and in the next aisle, like this mom left her kids in the aisle, so I know she's not in the aisle with them. They got like the cart or whatever. She went to go grab something, and the kids are interacting with each other, and I'm like, this is so weird that I'm hearing it like this. But the kid kept saying over and over and over, like, yo, if you don't do this, you don't like this, you gay, right? So I was like, okay. So this is the first thing. I was like, all right, clearly I live in like the hood. That's like a hood thing that like dudes in the hood say stuff like that, right? But then the kid was like, no, I'm not. And then the other kid just kept saying, like, I want to say he said it. I wish I would have counted like 7 times over and over. You gay. You gay, you gay. I was like, whose kids is this? That was my first thought. And then I was like, out loud, like, I was like, I really wish he would stop saying that. Like, there's something wrong with it. And like, people don't understand how like literal day-to-day things that other people don't think anything about can be very triggering for other people. Clearly, like, I'm not, I'm heterosexual, but at the same time, like, had I been like an actual gay person, I was offended, and I'm not, and I would have been highly offended and would have said something to that, like, I didn't know who the kid's parent was, but that was just like, that's so weird and bad, but it's so typical. Like, stuff like that happens all the time, and it's so triggering, and it can affect you in a lot of different ways. And then imagine you going to escape that by watching your favorite content creator, and then they also say or do something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, mental health is a lot of different things. Like, one day you can be fine, and the next day you can be triggered beyond imagine, and like be ready to like literally lose your mind. It's not necessarily always suicidal thoughts. It can just be you having a series of events happen, and then it just puts you in a space in which you just do not want to be. And it's like, all right, so how do you fix that, or how do you help with that? I try my best to be like a positive influence to the people who come in and out of chat, but I know that's just not going to happen for everybody. I also try to tell people, I can talk to you as a friend, or as someone that you look up to or whatever, but I can't talk to you as a person that's close to you. I don't actually know what's going on and what's triggering you. I don't know the details. I'm also not a professional. I'm not licensed to do this. And that what I tried to do before, but I think I forgot to do it, was put a section in like Discord that would have those like sources as to where you can go to get that help. And I think everybody should have something like that, or at least know how to speak about it. Like, if you're not going to speak about it, at least know how to direct somebody somewhere where they can get the help that they need, so that you're not part of the problem.
I agree 110%.
But I was
Very
like,
wise words spoken.
I was like, that's wild to me. It wasn't even me, and I was triggered. Like, it wasn't even like towards me or anything, and I was like, that's ridiculous that people like legitimately think like that, or think that that's cool to do. And I granted that they kids, but I didn't know. I can't walk up to a bunch of kids and be like, y'all need to stop saying that, because you never know who their mom is. But it's like, nobody said anything. All these people in the supermarket heard it. Like, everybody was just like cool and walked away, and like, that shit should be normal.
To be completely, I mean, it's not, you know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying, but to be completely honest, I'm their business a lot of the time.
Yeah.
to the point where that has nothing to do with me. I'm here to get some bread.
Mm.
Go on, I'll continue on. I mean, just to be honest, I'm gonna get my bread, continue on, and be on with my day.
Yeah.
Whatever you got going on, you and the corner of the supermarket arguing with your girl, nothing to do. Most people think that has nothing to do with me.
Because
Whatever.
you can have
Thing
the
is,
good reaction, not to cut you off. You can have the good intention about, and it can turn completely bad against you.
Yeah.
well, yeah. So a lot of people are so wrapped up in their own life that it's like, unless this directly affects me, I'm not even going to touch it. Put it into my plan. Today, my day off.
Yeah.
You arguing with your girl is not my 2 o'clock. My 2 o'clock is going home and playing whatever, or doing whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The road to hell is paved with good intention.
Yeah,
Stay
but
out of it, but
that's
I get it.
trash. That's so trash. It should be see something, say something. But the problem is you can legitimately get sued for not minding your business.
Yeah.
That's legitimately a
Or
thing.
somebody could turn around and try to physically harm you. One of my friends tried to intervene something one day. It was an argument between some dude and this girl. And he got shot. So sometimes, while it sucks, it is best to mind your business.
Yeah.
But speaking of
Unfortunately.
mental health, I try to be that for everybody.
Right.
I tell people I'm not licensed, but if you need a listening ear or a shoulder, I'm here just in case you feel alone, lonely by yourself, or anything like that. I tell them all the time, if I'm not like there, if I'm not mentally feeling well myself, or I'm just not feeling like a certain space that day, I can't take it all on. I try to be as upfront with everybody as much as possible. Try to be there for many people as much as I can. So that's
So you can do.
Yeah.
Well,
You can do.
the other token of that is like other people feel like I come here just to create my content. That shouldn't be something that I have to do. And I understand that side of it too. Like some people be
Right.
like, mentally, I can't be the one to be a listening ear for you. I'm not that type of person. That's not part of my personality. The most I can do is like, especially, what's funny? I feel like that's like a major issue in the FGC. Like the last thing you want to do is go into a fighting game community and talk about like mental health.
Hey, can I say, can we talk about that? And I'm not trolling in any way, like no disrespect.
Right.
In fighting games, you talk about mental health, you gonna get roasted. Like you about to get roasted because the next thing that's gonna come up is you about to really catch some mental health from these combos. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just everything's such a meme. You know what I'm saying? Everything's such a meme. It's just like people just disrespectful in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same. You go on Call of Duty, you talk about your mental health, you about to get roasted. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all go to Call of Duty, talk, oh man, I missed that shot. My mental health. How about you just get better next time? That's how people talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think people do that in game chats per se, but they do it in with things that they believe are like safe spaces. And I throw quotes around safe spaces because, and this is something I don't like in the Twitch community and in the Twitter community or whatever. People will market their community as safe spaces, but they're not.
Yeah.
And I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that at all. Because if so, you tell somebody this is a safe space, this is this is that, but then the same people will go behind that person and talk about it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then
I'll say this is space. If you know what I'm saying, I tell you something in confidence, and the shit rolls. You know what I'm
saying? There's another thing that I hate too, bro. It's like streamers that OD to I'm all about positive vibes. Positive vibes.
In turn, because everybody uses it, and people use it with the worst fucking intention. And it's like even if somebody uses it with good intention, so many people have used it with bad intention. It just kills the fucking phrase.
Bro,
to me,
I use positive vibes all the time because I literally be chilling. I'm never mad. People know I just be cooling, right?
Right.
But I see some streamers do, like they'll use positive vibes as a way to escape out of a conversation. Like if y'all are talking and you're replying back too much and they just want to win, they're like, oh no, I'm all about positive vibe, not this toxicity. What the heck is this? What does that mean? Now I hope you fall down the stairs. Like it really didn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like people use positive vibe just to jump out of conversation. They use positive vibe just to escape people Like, no, that's literally not what it means.
Well,
you know what I'm
broadcasters
saying? Like,
twist a lot of things. So like broadcasters will be like, someone will point out, like, granted, it's kind of fucked up when someone points out some shit that you didn't do correctly in a stream, but like, God forbid, like, a viewer points out something that you know, fucked up on, and now like they're just trashing it. We're not, you know, we're supposed to be about spreading positivity and blah 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 in the chat, and what you're doing is not a part of that, and whatever. And it's like, I mean, yo, just you know, just take your L and like keep it moving. You don't have to, like, I don't like when people start going in on people, and I also don't like when people start using like positivity as an excuse to exclude other people. Everybody's not going to be on the same type time as you. That don't mean they don't want to be a part of your community. Like, if, like, it's the same thing as being friends with somebody and not having all of the same views. It's okay to not agree on everything, but the one instance of where you disagree, that doesn't mean that you should stop being cool with that person altogether. Like, that don't make them a bad person.
100%.
I agree.
100%. Like, the way I just look at that. This is crazy, man. I just always hated how people use positive vibes to get away from stuff. I'm like, I freaking hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as somebody say positive vibes and I see the way how they're using it, I instantly leave positive vibes and I'll be like, I freaking hate you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That stuff is dumb to me, bro. And the reason why streamers get away with that is because they have an audience that believes them. You see what I'm saying? That audience is like, oh, such and such would never do this. Wait, can I say anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, such and such is a sweetheart. She'll never do that. She's still a thot. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, they just be acting like none of this stuff is true. And you guys notice, like, as streamers, you see these other streamers that get away with a mile. You know what I'm saying? You'll see these streamers come in and they'll paint this image, man, and it really, like, it bothers me.
Believe that the persona that they see online is that genuine person. In some cases it is, but in a lot of cases it's not. That is a persona. And I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, if anybody who's met me, the only person who's met me is probably Demi's met me. How I am on stream is exactly how I am in person.
Yep.
With Tim and Roland are one and the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just me on stream is just you guys pretty much, like, it's like kicking it with me in person. And if you guys ever meet me at a con or the kickback, whatever, you see I'm exactly the same person. But some people, who their persona is online is not who they, like, for example, the girl who was the Atlanta chick show was talking about. Sauce and cats and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's who she is off stream.
Oh, yeah.
But on stream, all the positive smiles and the giggles and all that shit, that's the spins. That's what's going to get you views.
What you said, too. Just like
the
dumb YouTube.
Call of Duty will pull the devil out of me, so I can't.
100%. Just like the dumb chick, too, bro, that, like, uploaded the wrong VOD of her beating her dog and being abusive, the Brooke chick on YouTube. But the video that was meant to go up was this cute, wholesome, oh my God, come here, it's so funny. You're spitting on a dog, beating a dog. That's the persona that they don't want you to see.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the audience to say, oh, I'm appalled.
And it's so crazy because, like, exactly like what we're talking about, capes will go up for people, not who they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
So would never do this. So-and-so would never do that. You don't know them. You don't know this person. You can tune into every stream and still not know who this person is as a person.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, and that's what happens when them personas crumble and shit go down. Those get popped, man. And
you know what they want you to see. You don't see everything.
Man, it's crazy. But here's the thing, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you some truth. People do it because a lot of people on Twitch like to be lied to. That's why people do it. People don't want you to say that they don't like to be lied to. People, if a streamer is one way and you thought the streamer was one way and they come out and say how they are, they hate you. You see what I'm saying? People will keep jumping from people to people till they find that person that want to give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? So most of these streamers pretend to be a certain way. But a lot of people on Twitch don't like people who's naturally themselves, and they may not like it because you're a little too loud, you're a little bit too doing this. But at the end of the day, what I've noticed, yeah, sheesh.
I can't dance for the white views.
But
you can't associate with the blacks. You can associate with the black adjacent stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you still trying to keep them white views though. So you gotta watch who you raid. You gotta watch who you host. You gotta watch who you associate with. You can like people's stuff in the dark, but you know what I'm saying? I can't associate with you, my friend.
I had a comment, but again, I'm like, I can't offend people.
I mean, the thing about it is though, like, we talking facts. We talking facts, bro.
I mean,
the thing, right? I know this streamer, and this streamer literally, she hosted a black person one time. Her community didn't like it, right? Her community didn't like it. They was talking to her about it. It was live. She was like, okay, guys, I'll try to host you guys with someone else. What didn't you like about it? Oh, it was, you can't really say it's because they were black. It's not cool, right? You can't do that. It's not positive vibes, right? So what they said was, oh, the music, it was too hot. I didn't like the music. It was rap. I don't listen to rap. But this female streamer only played hip-hop music. It was cooler because it was coming from her with the hip-hop. She made hip-hop cool. It wasn't as aggressive. You feel me? And I was just looking at it, I was like, dang. I was in chat, I was like, so how do you answer that? Like, you listen to the same music, don't you? Oh, well, I think it's just a little different how I don't have it as loud. I said, oh, it was too loud.
Right.
It's loud. Okay. Because I think all streamers got to adjust their sounds just to be heard through the mic. You know what I'm saying? It was just too loud. But exactly. that's just what it gets to, man. It's like, it's weird because people will write you off just for being... People hate... I'm going to tell you this. I've noticed. People hate you for speaking your truth about, like, what you're comfortable with in life. People hate you for being comfortable. You see what I'm saying? But people love you for the persona that you put on. Oh, beautiful way of speaking. I love it. Yes. Fine character. They love your character. You see what I'm saying? But not you just being honest and being who you are. You know what I'm saying? If most of these people come out and just be themselves and just be who they are, do stupid things or whatever, you could just be genuinely a nice person, and that's perfectly fine. But there's not out of all, even Ninja. Ninja was a perfect example to how he showed that he had to change his image for making more people like him. You see what I'm saying? Because the whole way of you just being natural off of a human reaction, they don't like all that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of the toxic people love it. It's lit. I love when people are literally like off script. It's more genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, I was like, look, my first impressions are terrible. Reason why is because I give you that choice right there at that moment to say, oh, I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're going to get trolly real. You're going to get the fact that, like, hey, this is my friend Emily. Emily's like, hi, Rio, how are you? What have you been up to? Minding my business. How you doing? I'm trolling, but you don't know my personality. I'm going to laugh it off. And I'm be like, nah, I'm just playing. But you're offended. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I told you it was a joke. You don't know me, so you can't say I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how people view different things. It's just wild, man. I noticed that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see people tell me all the time, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Such and such is nothing like that. I was like, all right, I'm lying. Okay. All right. Let me call her. Hey, how you doing? On stream. Like, I ain't got no manners. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. People just wilding, man. People just wilding. It's just like the facts out here. People crazy.
It is, man. It's the mob mentality. But I feel like some of it gets mixed in with fools. For example, if your goal is to be the very best Twitch streamer that no one ever was, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And you're not gonna like it.
That was number 5.
That was number 5. That Pokemon that man.
Streets don't like when Ronan gets thorough, man. But
man,
this one does.
want to be completely, if you really, really, really want to grow and be a huge Twitch streamer, person of color, as a black man on Twitch, or even as a black woman on Twitch, content is going to have to appeal to a race.
Oh, let me tell you some facts.
To be honest, if you really want to do spins, because the black community gonna give you spins, but they're only gonna give you so much, because between who watches Twitch.
Rima knows I'm ignorant, right? So I'm trying to be within the rights of just the ignorance for this, right? Without just saying.
So all right, before y'all, because we, like we got only one topic left. I want y'all to know, like, I personally, whatever you guys are comfortable with doing in front of your audience is perfectly fine in front of this podcast. I curse, I do this, I say that. Certain things I won't do or say, because there are just certain points I won't cross. It don't gotta be on stream or off stream or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, I feel like I'm the wildest one here. He say anything, I roll my eyes. So you can go ahead and say whatever it is that you feel. We kind of hitting the end of it too. So like whatever last minute thoughts y'all want to get out, get them joints out. Knock it out. So whatever you get ready to go for it.
Let me tell you something.
Listen, I'm myself on stream and in real life. Ronan time when I'm in Hollywood mode, dog.
Oh, then he chilling 24/7.
Bro, let me tell you this, bro. This community, bro, the black community, it's a different community on Twitch, bro. Black community is different. I never really knew about the black community till like later on after streaming. You feel me? So, like, I didn't learn about the black community till I was like at 42,000 on Twitch. You feel me?
Right.
I didn't know about it. Now, I'm right by 50. I met the black community. Well, we ain't really cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with like a few, but I never really like got introduced. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of what happens within the community, man, it's just like, I feel like a lot is just like there was some streamers that tried to tell me like, yo, be over here, you know what I'm saying, if you really about being black. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we can help you. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? But it's just such a small narrative of like how they, not just black people, but just certain cultures, how they lock themselves away from other cultures on Twitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you want to make it somewhere, bro, you just got to be open to having everybody in your community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that these people don't want certain races in their community. It just goes by how it doesn't show from just like everybody that you're seeing that's being promoted.
Right.
So what you're saying is, and I'm going to go, make this statement, not assumption, this statement, based off of things that I've heard on Twitch, and then also me interacting with other broadcasters during BlurCon. So I'll say this: I think the point that you're getting at is that like the black community tries to keep it in the black community, but keeping it in the black community is not going to guarantee you success because that community is still particularly small.
100%.
And it works the same way as anybody else. Some people like certain people, some people don't like certain people.
100%.
So when I went to BlurCon, I had a really, really great time at BlurCon, and I went to a bunch of different panels. Here was my issues with panels at BlurCon. I'm all about uplifting people who look like me, who talk like me, who are into the same things that I'm into. I'm all about that. My problem is that a lot of panels I went to were telling me that I should still support black people even if their content or their product or whatever it is that they're promoting isn't any good enough. Isn't any good because we need to, because everybody has a starting point and we need to be supporting each other. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. I'm not promoting, I'm not putting my name on, I'm not standing by anything that I don't genuinely support. And people from time to time will feel like because you look like them or and you do what they do, or you participate in the same things that they participate in, that you have to support them too. and I don't.
100%. Like,
and I feel like I would feel guilty about that because I'm looking like, yo, why is she saying like, yo, even if it ain't no good, why would I support anything that ain't no good? I wouldn't support it if it wasn't no good and there was a, you know, someone who wasn't black associated with it. Why would I support it? If anything, I'm not going to not support you, but I'm more inclined to tell you that I can't support you while this product is in this stage. But if you can get it to a certain point, I'm definitely down. I can't be like, do you disagree? I don't think.
I hear you. I don't know. It just depends on the phrasing. But I'm hearing you.
All right.
I'm hearing you out.
So for example, right?
Right.
Imagine you commissioning an artist who draws like stick figures because they black.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right? In my head, I'm thinking their point is, oh, you know, if you like art, why don't you go seeking artists that look like you? That's perfectly fine. I'm down with that. I'm cool with that. You know, especially if they got good quality content. Now, if I can see their potential, I'm definitely down to still support them, right? You don't have to be a top-notch artist for me to support you, especially if you look like me. But if your work is legitimately half-ass, and I can tell it's half-ass, I don't care what color you are, if you're a male, a female, if you're non-binary, I don't care about none of those things that connect you to me. I can't support something I don't stand behind. And it's like asking me to stand behind something that I don't want to because that person looks like me. That's not fair to me.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you. Makes sense.
I just don't rock with jacked up content. You know what I'm saying? If it don't matter who you are, if you ask me for some assistance to help you, I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna support. Just be like, yo, go check out this person because me sending you people and stuff like that doesn't make your content better. You could have 0 viewers and that person can have amazing content. It's just not being seen. Having 50 viewers doesn't mean that your content's good because it's being seen. There's a lot of creators that overlook what actually like they got to put on stream. So some people will try to get their setups great. That's cool, but they suck as a streamer. You see what I'm saying? That stuff is important. Like, people don't want to talk about that stuff. Like, and then when you try to give constructive criticism in a good way, like if you try to reach out in a good way and tell a creator like, yo, man, I try to work on this, or you should work on this. Streamers can't take constructive criticism. Most of them can't. They're like, oh, you're a hater. This person's a hater. They instantly get offended.
Hater.
You know what I'm saying? That's the word, hater. They instantly get offended because they don't want to hear that, yo, bro, you could do better. I think that was kind of weak. Even if you try to phrase it in the nicest way possible. You know what I'm saying? They're so sensitive. Oh, here we go. I'm all about positivity with my community. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to talk, even though you're trying to help them out. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at stuff,
I want Demi to be a part of this so bad because he ain't hear nothing I just said, and I know he got takes on that. I know he got takes. I'm gonna have to tell him when he come back.
Crazy. It's crazy, man. Like when I look at that stuff, bro, because it's like people just always want to weigh out. Man, I've seen streamers with like 2 to 3 viewers, and they're good as heck.
Right.
Their setup's just not good. You can work on a setup. A setup's way easier to fix than somebody who's just not good at talking to people. That's somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta take control of what it is that you're doing. People don't understand, like, Twitch is like it's like entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is. At 8, 9 o'clock when you start your stream, instead of them going to find something on TV, they go to Twitch. So they're sitting down with their food watching you.
Entertainment. And you know what I'm saying? And some people just don't want to get the fact. Like, I get so irritated because I'm like, nah, bro, you can work on this. Oh, well, my community, I don't think so. I think I'm fine. It's been working for me. Just because it's been working don't mean it was okay. You see what I'm saying? You should always want to improve and just don't want to be stagnant. You feel me? So it's just whack, bro. It's just crazy.
Well, my other take on that was that, like, you definitely should. I feel like because a year ago or 2 years ago, that, you know, black people on Twitch was not a very popular subject. If it does make sense when they say, if you know a black streamer who produces like really great content in comparison to someone who doesn't, and that's like, and you want that community to have exposure, promote them, talk about them. Don't be afraid, to give them some type of light, especially if you have the space to do so, and don't be afraid to reach out to other people. I think my number one thing, as far as that's concerned, is just being in the same types of, I enjoy being in the same type of groups with people that look like me and think like me. I can relate to those people, and that's the reason I came to the platform, because I saw something that I could relate to, and it made me comfortable. It gave me a place where I felt like I could be myself, so I want to continue to do that with other people. But at the same time, like, everybody ain't gonna love you, and everybody ain't gonna rock with you, and you gotta be okay with that. Everybody ain't gonna rock with your content. You gotta be okay with that. So
I came to the platform for the foolishness. Like, literally. Like, it doesn't matter what color you are. If you just as wild and just be having fun at the end of the day, you just be saying stupid stuff, we chilling, and it's easygoing conversation done behind it. That's all I came for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when other casters, just because I'm black, you black, and you feel like I'm supposed to hold you down just because we're black, at the end of the day, my dude, that's a whole completely fat no. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only if I rock with you as a person. Like, in life, if I'm walking on the street and you black and I need something, like, hey man, just let me get $10. Just because I'm black, you're not just gonna give me $10. Keep that same energy all the way through.
We supposed to be brothers.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Like, keep that same energy all the way through, bro. Like, it depends on the type of person that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I had a caster that tried to do that to me. He was like, oh, he doesn't support the black community. Man, shut up. Soft, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That extra sensitive content that you putting out there, but like, I came by and I was like, I peeped the content. I'm like, nah, that content kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I reached out. I didn't tell him that the content was weird. I just said, yo, bro, I just feel like you could work on this. That's what I had to do when I was working up on my content. And the nicest way I can talk to people without people getting defensive, people are quick to be defensive, is to say, yo, when I was doing this, I had to work on this and this to get to this. And I'm throwing out hints. You see what I'm saying? Still taking it as like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you host me. I was like, host you?
You host me, bro.
well,
bro, all I need is that host to grow, bro. I was like, man, bro, I had this dude. I'm live. He live. Dude in my chat, hey, real, you almost getting off? I checked, like, I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't even know when I'm getting off, because I never know when I'm getting off. It's just random. He's like, yeah, man, still streaming over here with that grind. I said, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, he was, that was bad.
And then it was like, all right, later, my brother. I hate when you say
my
that.
brother at the end.
I hate that, boy. You say that just to be like, oh, shoot, here we go, bro. Oh, bro. There you go. All right, my brother. I was like, oh, shoot.
You know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, my brother has so many different meanings to it. Like, yo, remember, we cool like that, same color. We've been through the same struggle, so make sure you help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck, bro? And then my thing is, I just hate when people lock themselves away to think like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Only the black community is going to support me. That's dumb. That's a dumb thinking. You know what I'm saying? You lock yourself away from so many cool possibilities of meeting so many people. You know what I'm saying? And I think like, once you just start meeting so many people, man, and then here's the thing, some people can hear me say this and take the spin on it to be like, oh, people like this doesn't support, the black community.
What?
Weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always try to put a spin to things instead of trying to understand like where it is that you're coming from. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just sad. I must have died off or something.
He didn't say. I guess he maybe had a like route or. Oh no! Right, cool. There you go.
What just happened?
Karma.
Your cam not up though.
So like in Star Wars, that's what happened.
That's nuts.
All right. Yeah. So one thing I'll say is like I feel kind of weird with people. How do I put it? Not like when. It's kind of to piggyback off the point where you said like people feel like they're like blocking themselves, thinking that only the black community will support them. I feel like people think they only have one demographic, and that's not necessarily true. Just rock with people that rock with you, and you know, keep it at that.
At that same time, at that same token, like tailoring your content different for a certain group of people.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I see that too. I see that too. I mean, but
you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: if that's what you want to do with your content, then that's completely and utterly up to you, and it's also up to me whether or not I want to support that.
Exactly. But what people will do is like they'll start tailoring their content to, you know, to appeal to certain demographics. Or, you know what I'm saying, chopping up your, you know, and on one hand you can call it growing, and on the other hand, you can call it pandering.
Yeah.
Depending on who you are as a person. Like I said, people know me. If you know me, you know what kind of content I put out, right? Getting on stream and, you know, hey guys, say, how you doing, Roger? Y'all know that's not me.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm starting to pander. And even if I start getting more spins from it or whatever, it depends on what you want to do with your jump. I don't stream necessarily to, you know, to make partner. I stream because, you know, it's fun. Share with, you know, my community, you know, people like that I grow with, things like that, whatever. It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on some, you know, Master Quest black streamer of Twitch, you feel me? Some people are though. Them, you know, developing their brand, growing their brand, things like that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, be yourself in your content. And that's why people get so burned out on Twitch. Oh my God, sorry guys. I'm gonna have to take a week. I'm taking a week off. I'm taking 2 weeks off from streaming because you pressing yourself.
Mental health.
So, yeah, exactly. You're not being yourself in your stream, and it's wearing you down. Positive vibe. You so busy trying to be positive vibes guy. You know what I'm saying? you putting yourself through shit. Putting yourself through shit. You taking on everybody's burden that comes through to your stream, and it's like you're not prepared for that. You're not licensed for that. To appeal to all audiences. Yourself in, you burning yourself out, and I watch you burn yourself out.
Appeal to yourself. You put out the type of content that you want to see, and you will be happy with what you produce. Period.
Right.
Yeah. I had that. It's funny that I say that because I was talking to Q about my YouTube page, and he was like, and I was like, all right, well, I don't have like product from my past broadcasts that I feel like I could edit together and put into a YouTube video. And he was like, well, you may not like the content, but other people might like it. I don't like everything, you know, that I put out, but other people like some of my clips. And I'm like, you're not wrong. But if I don't personally like it, why would I put it out into the world?
That's true.
So, you know, even though I agree, I'm not going to like everything that other people like that I've produced. And I know that's a fact. But when it comes to my YouTube, if I'm the one who has to edit it and watch it, why would I want to edit together a video of content that I can't personally stand watching?
That you wouldn't rewatch.
That exactly. If I can't rewatch my video, I'm not putting it on YouTube. If I can't rewatch my past broadcasts, I'm never doing a stream like that again. Period.
Makes sense.
All right, last question because Demi got an event to go to, and I want to see if anybody in the chat wants to take questions. And it's about gatekeeping in the gaming community, and that's because that's probably one of the biggest ones that was on the notes. Like y'all know it's a thing. Y'all know gatekeeping in the anime community is a thing. Y'all know gatekeeping in the gaming community is a thing. It's a thing in like, ironically not mainly like RPGs, but like you know it when you see it, like.
Right.
And I definitely wanted to ask Rio because like that happens a lot at Warframe. So like I know he's experienced that a lot of times.
That happened a lot. That's why I kicked the door down and have no manners. Like
I missed that. So what's been in Warframe?
Huh?
Warframe.
You said you play Warframe?
Warframe. That's just like it's like a conversation.
Oh, I mean, just like in Warframe, the thing about it is, it's like it's certain people that they like and they try to keep on top for certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like they feel like you shouldn't talk about it because this person already talked about it type thing. You feel me? So it's like if this person already talked about it, you don't have no right. But it's an open topic. You see what I'm saying? Even if somebody else hit the topic first, they want that other person. Oh, we want to hear from you, but they don't feel that way about everybody else. You feel me? Oh, you're just piggybacking. You see what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
I end up not having no manners, kicking down doors to just like making sure that like sometimes you gotta yell to like be heard. You know what I'm saying? Gotta yell to be heard. And at the end of the day, I yell because I know my content is good enough to the point to where like when I yell, like, what is the dude yelling about? To where like they see my content, like, oh, okay, I rock with you, you type of vibe. You see what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, it's like gatekeeping in anime is whack. They try to keep it like these people are the only anime people you should be watching. First off, some of these anime people suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people who are at the top for only these things, like literally suck. You know what I'm saying? But these people are so locked in their mind. I don't want to see anyone else if it's not you, and you shouldn't do it because this person already did. I think it's trash. I think it's trash. Ah, dang, boy, when did you get all swabbed up?
Hollywood got clean on him, man.
Man, I look over.
Should have turned back for a job interview, nigga.
Did you
He
get
got
the
he
job,
got big
bro?
places he gotta be.
Did you
I
get?
seen the birds and everything.
I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I actually may have to dip. I hate to leave the podcast early, Rima.
It's all good. We definitely been over the 3 hours, so
We rolling.
yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate you having me on. I appreciate everybody coming through. Come on through to the page. I gotta go. I gotta go see.
Cool. Thank you for being a part of it, man. I appreciate you guys. Please go follow Demigod Reviews.
Yeah, have
the
a great
Godly's
night.
Reviewer on Twitch and Twitter.
I get it, y'all. Thank you.
All right, later, fam.
So for anybody who doesn't know what gatekeeping is the act of attempting to control and usually limit general access to something. That's the definition I got in my notes here. Or discouraging them people from being a part of a specific community because they feel like they don't have the knowledge, the expertise, or that they don't fit the mold that community feels like it is.
And the bridge version of that, a pretty girl says she likes anime, and the guy says, "Oh, if you like Dragon Ball Z, name 5 different characters that aren't Goku." That's gatekeeping. That's the epitome of gatekeeping. If a girl says that she's like, "Oh, I'm a gamer. So what games do you play? Call of Duty, what's your go-to gun? Which like machine gun has 200 rounds?" That's gatekeeping. When you start grilling people over stuff that you normally wouldn't grill another guy about, or another person of another race or whatever about, that's gatekeeping.
Yeah.
That's what happens for the most part. Anime and gaming.
And the number one thing with that type of gatekeeping is people will make excuses about it and try to say, oh, well, I don't know, if I can talk to this person about this fandom that they claim to be a part of if I don't know, like, where they are in the fandom or whatever the case may be. So, like, for example, I saw a gatekeeping experience from a female on Twitter, right? And like the dude in the comment section was saying, all right, well, the dude like just asking her questions, like, how y'all know he just didn't want to participate in conversation? And I said, no. It's like a difference between engaging in conversation about a fandom or engaging in conversation about a particular game or community that you're a part of than quizzing someone. When you're quizzing someone, that's part of the game. If the initial conversation is, all right, well, I don't believe that you really get down with this like I get down with this. So you gonna have to answer some questions for me. It doesn't matter if a person's entry level, if they been, a part of this community or been engaging in this particular activity for years. If they show genuine interest in it, they are a part of the community. Period. And you should treat them like they are. If anything, if you say you want to know how far they are into it, just say, oh, where did you get in this? Or how far along are you so I don't accidentally spoil something for you or something like that. That's like saying like, oh, you're not a real Twilight fan if you don't know that Edward did blah 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 blah. Like no, like just if you wanna just say, hey, did you see this one? So because I love this part or whatever. Engage with it like you would. Yeah, I know Twilight, right? I don't know why, because Twilight has such a big fandom a couple years ago. Like it was just really popular. And so many people just so into it, right? But then, like, they was like, oh, you ain't part of the people who read the books. Like, that was one of the first gatekeeping experiences I got as a kid. Like, oh, well, you say you like Twilight. Did you read books? Like, no, I don't have to. I can like the series and just have watched the movies. I think that's okay. That's why I kind of use that one as an example. But, yeah, like that. So, like, the dude was like, oh, well, maybe he asking her questions because he want to know it. Like, no, he asking her to name characters in One Piece.
Willful ignorance, basically. Advocate.
Nah, man, people be going crazy with that gatekeeping stuff. And they try to do little slick things to see if you're good enough to be there, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the crazy thing, because they only do it with they only really do it with women. I could go in and say, for example, y'all see I got, saying Super Shane. If I said I like Dragon Ball Z,
sorry.
If I said I like Dragon Ball Z, nobody would question it.
Mm-hmm.
If a girl who, they might think, oh, she only likes anime for clout, she could have been watching Dragon Ball since she was a kid. If she don't wear graphic tees, or even if she does or doesn't or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Who are you to judge her place in? You know what I'm saying? You not a curatorial, I'm a nigga.
And then the crazy thing about this to me is, I'm a troll. I mean, you can kind of tell already, right?
Right.
I'm on Twitter. I love to get a reaction out of people. I dropped it the other day. I said, man, I ain't never seen a girl use mouse and keyboard, always a controller. All the females tweeted me mad.
Right,
like, you mad? How so? I said I never seen a female use mouse and keyboard. This girl tweeted me and was like, you're a pig for saying that a woman cannot use mouse and keyboard. I said, where did I say that? Where did I say it? But people are going to paint the image that they want. How you know I'm not a new streamer? And I never seen a woman use mouse and keyboard.
Bait.
It's legit bait.
He baiting.
It's legit bait.
It's bait, and it gets things.
And you want to know what's crazy? You see the people who literally react. Like, it's so ignorant that you're like, come on, bro. It's a joke. Like, look at the other stuff that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. My next tweet is going to make people mad, too. I already know.
Shucks.
I ain't never seen a girl over 5'5". They're about to start.
Hold on, y'all.
But you say some shit like, I ain't never seen a pretty girl over 5'5". You know what they'll start doing?
Oh, my God. No. He said, send this selfies. That's my thing. I ain't never seen
selfies.
Never met a girl over.
Well, I see it all the time on the time. I ain't never seen a girl in an anime shirt start getting pictures. And I'm like, bro, why are y'all falling for this, dog? This is clear bait. Nah, you don't have to.
All right, y'all. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna wrap up on that note only because I got some family things going on real quick. So, yeah. Dang it. I wanted to keep going because it was actually getting pretty good for me. But, before we roll out, definitely, shout out again to Demi. Since Demi isn't here, he had an event.
He went to church.
He had an event to go to. I'm gonna do Demi shout out, guys. Please make sure you go follow Demi Guy Reviews. If you didn't already see his links in the chat. I'll probably post them when I put this up on YouTube. And thank you, Demi, again for being a part of the podcast. That was super dope of you. And I'm gonna let you guys do your own outros, and then we gonna dip. It's gonna be lit. Go ahead, read you first, because now you left to right.
Yeah, because I'm first. And he was holding me back. Nah, man, I appreciate you having me here. Like, I usually Rima knows me. I usually stay by myself and everything. I don't really bother people. But there was actually some cool people. You know what I'm saying? We figured out that we all hate Xbox. You know what I'm saying? We all figured. There was actually some cool people, so I did appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So don't invite me to the next one because I'll be on it. You know what I'm saying?
You all right? I'll tell you.
Huh?
I'll tell you why the next one ain't for you.
Is it all girls?
No.
Oh.
I'll tell you why the next one ain't for you. I'm announcing it, but I'm not announcing who's gonna be.
I want to be on one with all women.
Of course you do.
You out of there, bro. You get out. They gonna have you out of there in 30 flat, bro.
Hey, put me on there. Coach will be like, "I'll white knight." Hey, I'll be up on there. I'll be on there talking about some. I'm all about positive vibes, ladies.
Shut up. Where can they find you and your content?
You can find me at twitch.tv/aboutthatlife. Make sure that you guys come over and follow. I'm just playing. It's Life of Rio. So just go ahead and come over. Follow me on Twitter. All of that good old jazz. Same name. All love.
What about
I should
you?
change my name to All My Life. All That Life.
Ronan, go ahead so I can get him out of here, please.
Twitch.tv/Ronan on the sticks. 8 times out of 10, your favorite Ronan on Twitch. Twitter at Ronan OTS. Instagram Ronan on the sticks. That's basically Ronan on the sticks. Is Loveless Space Ronan. PlayStation. Oh, yeah.
Dope.
I don't like how this dude got an outro, man. I need an outro.
You gotta end strong, bro. You gotta end strong, my brother.
Alright, guys, and if you don't already know, my name is Rima the Beast, and again, I'm a variety caster here on Twitch. Y'all can find me here. If y'all have never been to the stream before, by the way, for anyone who followed during the podcast, I appreciate it. Thank you for following, and I hope to catch you on a typical day-to-day stream. I plan on inviting these gentlemen to another podcast, so trust and believe.
Told y'all I was coming back, baby.
Y'all just don't know how soon that's gonna be because I actually already started planning my other episodes. Cause you know how you.
Is it before TwitchCon or after?
I only do one a month, so I've already planned all of the other
Y'all
ones
already
for the
know
remainder of
October
2019.
edition, baby.
I've planned all the ones for the remainder of 2019, so to speak. Except December. December's still up in the air.
Hey, that's my birthday, so you can have me on here. Everybody can sing to me. You know what I'm saying? Chat can be nice to me. Everybody come through.
We'll talk.
You know,
we'll talk.
I'm saying?
I gotta call you, but I need to pull Ronan. We'll talk.
It's already into the bags. I'm already on.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, please don't forget to follow these wonderful gentlemen and follow myself if you are new and coming in for the first time for the podcast. And I'm thinking about raiding somebody, but before we do that, I kind of got into the habit of at least telling y'all about the very next episode. I don't have like all the details just yet like available because I hate premiering things when I don't have all the graphics done. But y'all gonna like the next episode for people who have been watching previous episodes. So I don't know if y'all got the stream up or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna put it up on the screen. So this particular episode is gonna be in October. Even though it's supposed to be about spoopy things, we're gonna have a relationship episode. And it's although the people who will be a part of the broadcast are couples, it's a relationship episode and not a couple episode. So it's about more than just relationships on Twitch. It's about friendships, business partnerships. We'll probably get into sponsorships as well. For those of them who have them, a couple of the people who will be a part of it do have sponsorships. And also, what not to do when it comes to relationships on Twitch, because a lot of people treat this site like a dating site, and it is not. And so we will get into that.
Oh, you said what not to do. Don't share your audience.
Don't share your audience? See, I already do that, so I'm already breaking the rules. Anyways.
Well...
wow.
Anyways, I hope to see you guys on the next episode. I appreciate y'all, and the rest of you have a wonderful night.
We love you. Well, I love you. I don't know about them. I love y'all.
Bye.